Sup, punks? Welcome to RockMental. Your boy Chaotic, your resident metalhead's here with you. We also got
I'm Mayhem. I like a little bit of everything.
I'm Groompy. I just have good taste. Nah, a little bit of everything as well.
And
There
I'm
you go.
Figure, the producer. Yeah, I have everything that they have because I'm their generation. Yeah.
Well, he's talking about our mental health conditions. I got ADHD.
Yeah. Alphabet soup going over here, PTSD, bipolar, a bunch of other stuff going on too.
I get the sads a lot. Depression.
That's all right, Groupie.
Happens to all of us.
You're good.
Yeah. And we're here for RockMental because we like to bring in our mental health journeys and talk about rock music because that's where things like to intersect. We're going to bring some awesome bands and we're going to talk about our feels. We're going to have a really good show. We have some exciting things going on for y'all.
Yes.
So I want to give a quick shout out to our new subscribers. Breaking news happened this today. RockMental hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, everyone.
famous.
That's right. But if you're watching right now, you haven't subscribed. First off, how dare you?
Yeah, we're
Second
looking
off,
at you.
Go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead. We'll give you a
waiting.
second. We'll give you a second. We'll wait.
We're still waiting.
We'll wait. Come on. Let's go. Hit subscribe right now.
All right.
And while you're at it, if once you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell or wherever it is to get notifications on. So that way you get notified when we put new stuff up. So thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and comment as we go through this crazy show. Let's get started, boys.
Yeah, for those of you new to our stream here, we're about to get pretty corny. You're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Anyways, here at RockMental, we discuss this a lot and we feel that the mosh pit is a perfect analogy for life. It is loud and messy and chaotic. There's people running into each other, making connections, and it's just chaos. It's awesome. But when you take a step back and you really take a look at what's happening, it's beautiful. There's people there just getting it all out. Grown men with tears in their eyes. There's women out there just fucking raging, just getting all of that anxiety out.
Yes.
People hitting the floor. Some of you don't even have the opportunity to hit the floor before somebody's there to pick them up.
That's right.
That is what we feel life is about. Us going through our day-to-day raging, but looking out for each other.
Right.
So we have put together what we call our mosh pit mentality mantra. This is the foundation of what RockMental stands for. So I'm going to ask everybody to put your horns up. If you are joining us here live, you can put your horns up in the chat and we'd really appreciate that. Once you do that, repeat after me. If you hit the ground,
If you hit the ground,
put your hand up.
put your hand up.
If you see a hand up,
See a hand up,
put your hand out.
put your hand out.
Ask.
Ask.
Answer.
Answer.
That's how we rage to see another show.
That's how we rage to see another show.
Nobody
moshes alone.
That's right. So go to our website, rockmental.com/help. We have resources available for you, specifically 988. If you're in crisis right now, or you know somebody in crisis, stop what you're doing, dial 988 and save a life. We also have a new partnership, our friends at Helping Survivors. This is an organization that helps survivors of sexual abuse and assault not just understand your rights, but possibly help with legal representation if possible. So in our website again, rockmental.com/helping survivors, there's information available. Do us a favor, visit that site, bookmark it on your favorite browser, let your friends and family know, especially if you know somebody who's a survivor of sexual abuse and assault. Let's hold these people accountable. We talk about accountability here a lot as men, holding other men accountable for the behavior, especially towards women and other vulnerable children and men. Let's go a step further. Let's get some justice for them.
That's right.
Helping survivors, again, rockmental.com/helping survivors. I'll hand it off to Groompy.
All right, guys.
Let's do it.
So let me explain a little bit of the format we have going on for you guys today. Today we're going to talk, like always, we like to start off talking about our week, our feels, maybe hug it out a little bit if you guys want to.
It's okay. It's fine.
That's okay. I joke.
We
I
do
joke.
a nice group hug before we start.
I joke, but
That's right.
being vulnerable with your boys it's good for your health.
That's right.
We'll share some mental health info and resources again for everyone. that may be in crisis or just needs help. And then we'll get to the fun part. We got more bands for you guys.
Right.
You know, more music to showcase to you guys, and you know, let you guys be the judge today. Who had the better taste? Like always, I do, but we'll let you guys be the
I don't know
judge.
about that one.
We'll see about that.
We got a couple of discussions for you guys too. It's gonna get heated today.
It's gonna get a little
Yes,
controversial.
yes.
Getting ready.
Please.
We will bring up the Kendrick Lamar
Oh,
Let
and
us
the
know.
Super Bowl halftime show.
Let us know Let us know what you guys think in the comments, because I know there's a lot of controversy over this.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
We're gonna get right into it.
We'll also talk about a little bit of the new nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came
Oh,
out.
that's right.
So
That's
we'll
right.
go over the list and we'll let you know our thoughts. Please in the comments let us know if we're full of shit or if you guys like our what we think about the list and the nominees
Yep.
as well. And we have a new game that it'll be fun. It's gonna pin us 1-on-1 against each other.
It's gonna
Yeah.
Let's go.
be, and
Let's go, boys.
the great thing is you all get to decide who wins.
Yes.
right.
The loser gets that much closer to a tat.
I might lose on purpose.
That's right.
We all might lose.
There's-
On purpose.
On purpose.
Yes, you can tank like the Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's gonna be a 3-way tie for last.
Finally, we'll go over our playlist for the week and give a shout out to the many bands that we did not feature, but we did put in our playlist this week.
That's right.
With that, let's take it out to figures.
All right, yeah. So make sure to check us out on our social medias at RockMental Official on everything except for Twitter because of obvious reasons. Make sure to head over to our website rockmental.com. That's our place where everything is mental health help. We have our playlist at rockmental.com/music, everything, and then yeah, make sure to subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Spotify if you're listening on Apple Music or Amazon, right? We have Amazon. So,
Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and Spotify.
Yeah, so everywhere. Make sure to check us out, just in case you want it to be a little more convenient for you. So yeah,
That's right. And if you are listening on a podcast on your way to work, you're already late. Don't worry about it. Or if you just got to work, check your emails first.
yeah.
Do that. Do that. You can put us on pause. We're good. Anyway. Anyway.
Would you guys like to talk about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance?
I believe we do.
Well,
Right.
yes, we will. I believe.
Yes. Yes.
There's a question. That,
Yeah. So the big question with this Super Bowl is, do you guys think the Chiefs or the Drake had it worse this Super Bowl?
The Drake,
Uh,
the Chiefs, or the
the
Drake?
Chiefs had a worse Super Bowl.
So I will say, as far as a year goes, the Chiefs had an incredible year. Just a really bad Sunday.
Yeah.
The Drake has had just a really rough year.
And an even worse Sunday.
And an even worse Sunday.
I mean,
So-
we got to see Patty Mahomes' face and his distraught.
Yes.
We didn't get to see the
We didn't get to
Drakes.
see
This-
the Drakes.
we just felt it.
Yes. I felt honestly, I felt a little bad for him.
Yeah.
Like he-
I didn't.
I'm gonna say this. He kind of did it to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't-
Yes.
You don't pick a fight with someone like Kendrick Lamar and expect to, just come out of it unscathed.
Okay. Even a year ago, J. Cole was like, you know what,
Yeah, J. Cole's like,
I'm out.
Go for it.
Kendrick, my apologies. I will back up now.
Well,
And I think J. Cole's a tremendous artist.
Yeah.
yeah. J. Cole made a business decision.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. I will go ahead and just sit this one out. Say whatever you want to say, but I love you both. And he let the Drake and Kendrick Lamar go at it, and
Yeah.
I think we've seen
We've
seen
what happens.
what happens.
5 Grammys.
I will say the Chiefs were having a worse Super Bowl up until the halftime. They probably looked up at the TV like, oh, damn, I guess we're not that bad.
Yeah.
0-27, and then they were like, "Oh, nobody's paid attention, right?"
Okay.
Yeah.
We're an afterthought now.
I
Oh, you
will
guys
say,
saw?
though, this is probably the first Super Bowl that I can remember where people are talking more about the halftime show than
Yeah.
they're actually
Yeah,
talking
true.
about the game. So
right.
last year was all about the Chiefs and Taylor Swift and
Yep.
oh, there's such a great
Back to
back
back.
to back. But then you come to this year, it's all about Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And it was kind of a forgettable game just to
Oh, it was a blowout.
base. It was a blowout.
blowout.
And I mean, just based on the performance of Kansas City, the Eagles, you have to give them their props. Just
Yeah.
dominant all year, dominant all through the playoffs, and dominant in the Super Bowl. You have to give them their credit.
I still hate them.
But you have to give them their
Love
credit
it. Yeah.
where credit's due.
I don't like the Eagles,
But
but I loved it.
I will say that Kendrick Lamar was the Eagles this year against Drake.
Yeah.
Every corner,
Oh,
every response, it was like Kendrick Lamar was already prepared, was
Yeah.
a step
Mhm.
ahead.
damn.
And I think just the video for Not Like Us is a perfect example. Just so much imagery and response. Like, didn't respond directly to some of the
Yeah.
disses, but he just
Well,
showed it.
Well, and you brought up the stats though. Like Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance, just on YouTube,
Yeah.
already has more views than last year's halftime performer.
Yeah, 62 million views in 5 days. It's been a full year since the Ursher.
Actually, Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl surpassed Michael Jackson's Super Bowl in viewers.
Whoa.
Live
As
viewers.
far as viewership goes. And
That's
think-
bold.
I think this speaks not only to just what an incredible artist
Mhm.
Kendrick Lamar is as a rapper,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. He
Uh-oh.
is one of the most important artists of our lifetime in any medium.
I agree, I agree.
And
I don't
want you
disagree.
to-
I don't disagree with that.
I want you to think about this: the genius,
Okay.
the entendres, the imagery. I have watched. I'll talk about this a little. I had kind of a rough week. I hit a little bit of manic phase. Had trouble sleeping, and I watched that Super Bowl halftime show probably a dozen times, looking for new
Yeah.
imagery, new lyrics, like the entendres and stuff like that. And I realized this dude's a fucking genius. Because I watched this thing a dozen times,
Yeah.
just trying to figure out what the hell he's saying and all this imagery and what it means. And I'm hearing the lyrics over and over, and I'm kind of singing along to it.
Yeah.
And the more you listen to it, the more it reinforces his message. And at the end, when he's like, turn this TV off, I'm like, I'm going to turn this TV off. And it's genius. He is a genius just based on just how he forms his craft, like how he crafts his music, the imagery he uses, the entendres is just incredible.
I will say I'm not as connected with the hip hop scene or the rap scene like you guys are. I'm not that much vested in the whole conflict with the Drake or whatever. But I will say, just watching it from my, outside perspective, I do gotta say, that was probably one of the most flawless,
Yeah.
well executed halftime show,
Yeah.
if not ever, in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Because there's always been memes about like people messing up at the
right?
Super Bowl.
Like,
Yeah.
and if it's not the artist, because sometimes you can tell the artist is like
Yeah.
nervous, and
Yeah.
it's the whole world
Yeah.
Mhm.
watching. This
Yeah.
is a worldwide spectacle, the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl halftime show is probably one of the most important
Mhm.
shows for music artists
Yeah.
ever. And so the fact that not only Kendrick was just on point,
Mhm.
the choreography, the dancers, the everything was just so spot on. And quite honestly, because like remember the memes from that Katy Perry Super Bowl with the left shark was
Yeah.
all
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it became a thing, but it became about that shark and not about the artist,
Oh yeah. Well, the same last year, the cover up, so to speak, for Alicia Keys' voice, like it
Oh,
cracked
yeah.
at first,
He
right?
did.
But then when you go back and watch it, perfect. And
Yeah.
so there's that. I mean, I love Alicia Keys, but she kind of missed that note, man.
She's human.
She's
Yeah, she's
human.
human.
Leave my
and
girlfriend alone.
It didn't, in my opinion, didn't take away from the performance at all.
No.
I think she did an incredible job. It's just little things like that
Yeah.
get caught, and
Yeah.
you didn't see that this year.
No.
No.
I would say this is probably the most flawless performance since probably Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
I would venture to say that.
Oh.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
And-
forgotten about Lady Gaga's. That was a good one.
That was a good, she fell from the freaking
That was a
thing,
very
like
good
from the
one.
roof.
And
Remember that?
the other thing is just how much courage, the guts it took for this guy. In his opening said, you picked the right time, but the wrong guy. And on the 50-yard line of the Super Bowl, the most televised sporting events in this hemisphere,
Yep.
in front of tens of thousands of fans,
Looked at the camera,
looked at the camera,
smiled,
and called the Drake a very and not only that, performed music criticizing not just Drake but our entire American society.
Dang, yeah.
On the 50-yard line in front of the president of the United States.
That's some balls right there.
We've been talking about this 15 minutes. We haven't even brought up Sam Jackson
Oh yeah.
as Uncle Sam. There's so many layers to this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got into the bootcut jeans. I got into like, so there's that whole segment in the middle where he's like the good Kendrick singing the songs that
Yes.
people want to
Mhm.
hear, and you have these caricatures of black women with straight hair, overly expressive, and then you have SZA, just a gorgeous woman, her gorgeous natural hair singing,
hmm
just an incredible song. You have Serena Williams, doing the sea walk there. I mean,
Which is another diss.
another diss, a layer of disses there, not just against the Drake, but culture itself. Didn't she get in trouble for sea walking after Wimbledon or something
Yeah,
like
something like
that?
that. Yeah.
So it's not just a diss to Drake, but just society in general. And in one of his diss tracks, he talks about how he doesn't just hate Drake, he hates everything Drake stands for. And I kind of got from the performance and some of his music before is it's not just Drake as a person. Jake personifies everything Kendrick Lamar hates about the music industry. So when he looked at the camera and said, "Hey Drake, I heard you like him young," he's like, "Hey music industry, I heard you like him young."
Oh, dang.
Whoa.
And I added that whole level.
Whoa.
I was pretty sleep deprived. And,
Oh man.
could mean something, but that's how in depth people
Yeah.
get into some of his music, and it's genius. It
Yeah.
is genius.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's some pretty deep cuts there. I gotta say,
Yeah.
but I know we did a shortly after we put it out there on YouTube. We got a lot of reaction to it, which is really
Yeah.
cool.
There's a
Everyone
joke,
was
guys.
watching.
I know who Kendrick Lamar is.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. Hell of a halftime show. It was just amazing. We expect this level of analysis from now on, Mayhem.
I will, if I'm still kind of in a manic weird thing, by all means I'll get some pen and paper and sorry, but not our culture. I
Yep.
observe from afar. I cannot speak about the things he's talking about, the struggles,
Yeah.
but as art, I mean,
Yeah.
my God,
It was amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
As an artist,
Yeah.
he's just amazing.
And I get that, his kind of music isn't for everybody.
Mhm.
I'm sure Cannibal Corpse isn't for everybody.
Exactly.
But I think as an artist, as someone who makes a living creating art and creating music, you got to respect that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He, in my opinion, first ballot Hall of Famer in the Rock and
Yeah.
Roll Hall of Fame. He's already won so many awards. A Pulitzer Prize winning
Mhm.
artist.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how he's not already in discussion.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, kind of transitioning over, you did talk about, you went through a little bit of manic
Oh yeah,
episode
yeah.
this week.
This
Talk about
week was
that.
a little rough. A lot of stress, both here at the job, at home. And I got kicked into this weird manic thing where I was just having trouble sleeping, still kind of depressed and stuff like that, but really just having a lot of trouble sleeping. And when that happens, it's easy to fall back on bad habits. For me, it's the drink. You're up
Yeah.
at 1 o'clock in the morning, not a lot to do. You can
Yeah.
only play so much Minecraft and watch so much YouTube
Yeah.
before you're like, a few drinks will help me go to sleep. But I was fortunate enough to be able to abstain from that.
That's
and
good. That's good.
I actually focused on the music.
Good.
Good.
I took the time and just listened to bands. And what's great is when I'm like in this headspace is I'm actually listening to the music, like
Yeah.
what they're saying, the mood of the song and stuff like that. I'm just focused. Like it's weird because I'm so focused on everything when I'm in this phase, but when the music comes on, I'm just focused on the music. So that
Yeah.
was very therapeutic for me. And I'm not a health professional or a mental health professional by any means, but what I can say is the help that I've gotten these past 10, 15 years worked.
Yeah.
Like before, I mean, you guys saw how bad my drinking,
Yeah. It was bad.
it got bad. And looking back at it, being able to recognize, okay, I really want a beer right now. I don't have any right now. I need and realizing, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. There's probably not a lot of places open. And drinking isn't that great for you either. It's not a solution to that.
Yeah.
And what I can say is that the treatment that I've gotten so far has led to this point where it doesn't get rid of the temptations. It just makes it easier to recognize, all right, this is an opportunity. Every temptation is an opportunity to make the right.
Yep.
So I got the temptation to drink, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something constructive. I got bands I need to listen to. I committed to this.
That's right.
I committed to this project. Let's get to it. And I added 17 bands to our playlist. And I'm happy to say that, every band there contributed to me, not just staying sober, but being able to cope with that.
Yeah.
It was really great.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I mean, it was challenging. I mean, I think whenever there's like a big like Superbowl, we all got together and everything like that, and kind of recovering from something like that, even as something as simple as having people over, like readjusting,
Mentally
like,
exhausting.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like, oh wait, we got to get back to it. Okay, there's school, there's work, there's a bunch of other things, and with my ADHD, my time management is already crap. And so and there's a lot to do around the house, researching bands. And I'll admit, I did not manage my time very well this week. And so I'm here on Friday kind of like, oh crap, what do I need to do? I already picked out my band, but trying to listen to other music, trying to get out of my metal hard rock zone, trying to listen to things, it was hard. And so that is something that I'm still dealing with on my ADHD side, and trying to provide myself structure, which those of you who have ADHD know, like, giving yourself structure is almost an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Because there is no structure. But yeah, no, I feel you on that. And but yeah, like I think we're very fortunate to have RockMental, because it's given us, like you said, on to help with your manic episodes. It helps me just like, okay, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
I committed to this. I need to hold myself accountable. I need to make the time to do something, because I'm held accountable to you two, and to Figured, and to Madman, and to everyone watching, and for our viewers and our now 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
And that's a responsibility that I need to take in this position, but also for me, for myself. So that it was tough, but it was a good lesson learned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
How about you?
All right. Go with mine. Busy week, but did have a little bit of a down week. Someone really close to me had an episode of themselves too.
Oh dang.
And unfortunately, ended almost in a self-harm situation.
Oh jeez.
And it's hard to try to deal with that as a we talk about it here as an outsider. When it happened to me, seeing everyone trying to help me out, but it was hard seeing someone you love, you're close with, and trying to hope for the best and trying to get them the help.
That's right.
So it was a downer week for me too, but kind of like to you mentioning all the therapy that I've been going to, as well as myself,
right,
trying to catch all these little quirks that I have, or little in my head thoughts that where it can take me somewhere darker. Just trying to catch myself beforehand and be like, okay, you've been here before.
Yeah.
You know how to react better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
that's the beauty of therapy. It doesn't fix your problems. It just makes you better prepared to handle them.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Well, it gives you the tools you need to
100%.
deal because it's foolish to think nothing's going to happen,
Oh yeah.
right? There's shit happens. Things are going to happen. Disappointments happen. Things outside of your control are going to happen. And all three of us are in therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
4. I'm in
Oh, 4. That's right. 4. That's right. Everyone back there too. And you know, it's helpful because it gives you those tools. And I'm glad that with this event that Groompy, you were able to lean on that.
I lean on that, and you know, we were able to get this person help as well.
That's right.
So, you know, that being said, I was hoping to go to our little next part, you know, where yes, we are not pros at what
Yeah.
we're speaking about. We can just speak from our experience.
That's right.
Yeah.
But as it happened to me this week, we can be the helping hand.
That's right.
We can be the one to help. Don't just never doubt the reaching out, that one hand out, how much
Mhm.
help that can be,
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
and let these people around you know that may need help. You know, there's resources out there. They
Yeah.
don't need to feel alone. They don't need to feel isolated. And there's
Absolutely.
resources out there to help them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you're talking about it is one more strike against the stigma.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're here to say fuck the stigma. Let's not shy away from talking about these issues. Let's not think that, oh, this is a private matter, or it is a private matter, but like, let's not use it as an excuse to not talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what ends up happening is, especially for those of you who have gone through crisis, who have thought about possibly hurting yourself or even trying or making that attempt, it's terrible and it sucks, and you feel so alone and you feel so helpless. But I think just by having someone listen and talk to you and talk about it, that you know it's okay to talk about these things.
Exactly.
That's what we're here for. That's what RockMental is for. Because we want to eliminate the stigma, have us be able to have these tough conversations, and allow us towards a path for healing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Fuck the stigma. And that's something you're going to see on a lot of our merch is just fuck the stigma. Talk about it. Nobody is going to commit suicide because you ask them, are you
Exactly.
thinking of hurting yourself? Nobody is going to be depressed because you ask them, are you depressed?
Yeah.
These are all ways to just start a conversation. Fuck the stigma about talking about it.
Yeah.
It's not convenient and it's not pretty and
Yeah.
pleasant.
Yeah.
But guys, we have a
have
community
to.
here where we could talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in crisis, tell somebody. If you see somebody struggling, ask them, are you okay? Do you need help?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, 988 is available to everybody, not
That's
just
right.
those who are in crisis, but those who see somebody who's struggling.
That's
They'll give
right.
you, tips for helping people, give you ways to bring up in conversation.
That's
how to
right.
address it. You know, if you really know somebody who may need help, I mean, 988's the easiest way to go.
That's
it's
right.
already on your phone. Just dial it. It's very simple. On our webpage, rockmental.com/help, you know, we do have links to 988 and things like that. But more than anything, just get into some help.
That's right.
Just talk to somebody. The worst thing that can happen if you talk to somebody about your problems is you don't connect with that person, you move on to the next one.
Yeah, even
And-
some of the people right now saying that they were dealing with stuff this week and last week.
That's
like,
right. I think that's 50
we're
Sharp
not
Blades.
we're not speaking like you're the only person going through something. Everybody here is
That's
going
right.
through something. So
That's
fully
right.
understanding that.
And we're all here for each other. We're all here for one another. We're standing up. We're all in the mosh pit together, right? We're raging. Some of us get knocked down, and guess what? We're here to pick you up. That's what this is for. And I will say, for those of you who know someone who's going through something, you don't know where to start, or you don't even think that it's your, right or responsibility. I'm going to say, yes, it absolutely is.
Oh yeah.
It absolutely is your right. It absolutely is your responsibility to intervene, to ask them what's going on. Feel encouraged to do that, because that question, that call, that text message, that could be it for that person to get help. So please, rockmental.com/help. There's resources there. Like Mayhem said, 988. Whether you're going through crisis or someone else is going through crisis, start there. And let's all get on the path for healing. Like I said, we're not professionals. We're not licensed medical psychologists or anything. We're just telling our truths. And we want you to feel open talking about your truth and owning it.
Yeah.
And we want to see you at the next show.
Mhm.
That's
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly,
it. That's it.
All right.
exactly.
Speaking of show, let's get into the music.
Woo! Okay,
Yes.
we got heavy there.
We got heavy. We got
Hey,
heavy.
Hey,
That's
Groompy,
right.
we love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Kiss.
No, not-
I asked.
Okay.
I
You
asked.
asked. You asked.
I asked.
You asked. Yes, you are. Okay. There you go.
When I mean on the cheek or forehead.
Mhm.
You guys
Of
know that,
course.
right?
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Anyway.
Still,
Anyway, let's get into the music.
do
We did a lot of research for you guys this week. Some of us more than others, apparently. But it's okay. That's what the music's there for. It's there to, bring us out of a funk or just let us
Yep.
feel our emotions.
Yeah.
So yes, we all ended up choosing one band that we wanted to feature. We picked 2 songs, and usually we like to pick bands that are about 50K or less monthly listeners.
Yep.
Mhm.
Might have broken that rule this week.
Ooh,
Ooh.
dude.
Yeah.
I bet you never heard of them before though.
Okay.
Okay.
True.
True.
But yeah, we try to pick bands that maybe don't have as big as a following. That way we can showcase them out here and
Mhm.
give them a little bit more exposure. We'll go through the songs, we'll go through the bands, and please, people in our comments, let us know which band you like the most, which one you think, or just let us know who has better taste.
This guy right here. This guy right here.
But
Let 'em like to think.
yeah, without further ado, who's going first this week?
I think Rubo, you go
I think
first.
you are.
Am I going first?
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Yeah, we had to translate 2 entire songs.
Yeah.
So, having the week I kind of did have, going Friday, doing my research, trying to get a feel good song, kind of in my week in better spirits. I ran into this band on Instagram out of
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
And oh my God, this band, they are called Mono no Aware.
Mono no
Mono no Aware.
Aware.
Japanese band based off Tokyo. They tour a lot out there in Tokyo,
Okay.
Tokyo area
Okay.
in Japan. They'll be in the Fuji festival coming up soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm,
Um, They have about 141,000 monthly listeners.
141.
141. So yes, they're a little bit on the popular side for our liking, but
Probably not over here.
a lot of those listeners are not from our side of the world.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you that.
So I'll give you that. It's a 4-piece band, Tokyo. They met in college, formed about 10, 12 years ago. They have 4 albums. I don't know, man. It's just feel good music. Love their name, Mono no Ware. It is a saying that doesn't translate to English.
No.
Yeah.
It just loosely is like it's something you say like you're looking at a sunset, and kind of to translate like the fleeting moment of happiness, this fleeting moment of beauty.
Okay.
Mhm. I'm pretty
So-
sure there's a poem about it too, because I was looking it up not too long ago.
Mono no Aware.
Mono no Aware.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with this song called Kamukamo Shikamo Nido mo Kamo.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Think I got it. I figured play it
All right.
from,
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I like that groove with the bass.
Yeah, the bass going. The singing is
It remind me of a little bit of like Molotov from
A little
Becky.
bit. A little bit.
like a little Molotov kind of.
You also don't know what they're saying.
You don't know what they're saying a lot either. It's kind of like Bare Naked Ladies in a way.
A little
There
bit.
you
You
go.
got the
That's a
groove
good-
with the
little
rap.
groove with the little Okay.
on their website. They consider themselves J-pop.
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 Okay. I kind of like the whimsy. Like
Yeah.
It is. Cool thing about this song, I looked it up. I tried to get the best, lyrics to be translated. It means nothing.
Really?
kind of
This-
like a Bare Naked Ladies
Yeah.
song.
This song is nothing but a full 4 minutes of a tongue twister.
Okay.
and that is his purpose. He just wanted it. They just wanted to put out music
Yeah.
that's feel good, that's quirky, and
Okay.
that people just cannot stop listening to, and they hit magic with that song.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
It
it's
is
actually pretty all right.
yeah, it's quirky, it's awesome. No point in trying to translate it because it's gibberish, and it's meant to be kind of
Yeah.
gibberish.
Is it the Japanese version of chicken, the Chinese chicken?
It definitely is.
and a drumstick and the brain stops sticking.
Yeah.
It is definitely is. But man, is it happy? Is it upbeat?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
it's
just
cool.
it just helped me get in a better mood
Yeah.
this week.
I like that bass groove though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really good.
They're kind of like in the same bit. Bare Naked Ladies, OK Go, just kind of like
yes.
There you go.
poppy, fun,
Feel good.
feel good music, just singing about nothing.
And just like
sometimes.
OK Go, actually, their videos are really fun too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty
Right.
entertaining.
I showed Little Metalhead the OK Go video with the treadmills.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Cracked up. He loved it.
Yeah.
He loved it.
pretty good.
Yeah. Now I did get another song from them. This one's called Zokon, that translates a little bit to Madly in Love.
Okay.
And this one's a little bit more of a love song,
Hmm.
which kind of that little feeling of you have a crush, you're in love with someone, but you really haven't kind of told them yet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just kind of like this admiration you have about this
Okay.
person,
Oh,
but
fitting into Valentine's Day.
fitting into
Right,
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
But-
Day
Sales,
today.
huh?
A little bit of the danger of like
Ooh.
this image you said about someone in your own head.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, all right.
We won't understand it, but it's a great song too.
Okay.
Let's jump into
All
it.
right.
That's a little punkish.
Yeah.
That bass again.
The bass.
The
again.
bass is awesome. The guitars remind me of something. I just can't put my finger.
It's like not the Strokes, but like in
That kinda, like,
in
distorted-
that realm.
Yeah.
A little bit shoegazy,
Yeah,
a little bit
shoegaze.
shoegaze.
Like Vampire Weekend.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Yeah.
Vampire Weekend.
Yeah.
To me, it
A-Punk, remember?
it reminded me a lot of like a little bit of older anime kind of
Okay,
Sailor
yeah.
Moon said, like the more kind of quirky intros.
Yeah.
I know today you some anime is more darker,
Yeah.
But I really like that kind of quirky Vampire
Yeah.
Weekend, Starfucker, Kooks, kind of like
Two-door
just
cinema
nice. Yeah.
Right?
No, it was they will be on my Feel Good Friday
Okay.
part of my playlist.
Okay.
But that's how I found them earlier in the week, and it was I did need music that kind of getting me out of that funk, and sometimes you don't even have to understand it,
Yeah.
you just gotta feel it, and that just that
a
song,
good one.
those songs,
Yeah.
that especially that first one, that man just got me feeling good, got me feeling excited again.
That's good. Awesome. Well, good. All right. Well, people in the chat, let us know how Groompy did.
You guys know you love it.
Yeah.
All right. I think
All right,
next.
let's go with chaotic.
I'm next. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I'm sticking with the international theme. A band I picked is a band called Erelise or Erelise. I think it's Erelise. They're out of Italy.
Okay.
They're an Italian band. I think there's 3 or 4 guys in there. They have about 9.8 thousand monthly listeners. I think I'm going to assume also not on our hemisphere, probably
Okay.
mainly in all in Europe. Before I give away their influences, you're going to hear it. So
Okay.
I'm going to play the song first, and you guys are going to know exactly who their influence is going to be.
Okay.
And let's just say we've been talking about them a lot recently here on RockMental. So this first song is called Enough. They call it a breakup song, but there's some other ways we can take it. So let's play it.
Okay.
This is Enough with the question mark by Air Release.
Oh, Linkin Park, right? All over it.
All Linkin Park.
Oh yeah.
Let's drive it.
New
Man.
metal,
Yeah.
Yeah, new metal.
new metal style.
I like this resurgence of new metal.
Yeah.
This guy's killing it too.
Yeah.
This is Linkin Park.
Oh yeah.
Right from
This is Hybrid
Oh.
Theory, Meteora,
Yeah.
Linkin Park.
Really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So with enough question mark, it's like they're saying, "You had enough. Like, is this enough for you? I've
Yeah.
done everything. Is that enough?" And I think that sentiment is very well shared.
Mhm.
You know, not just in romantic relationships, but in
All
all
relationships,
relationships.
Friendships, yeah.
Your
and-
friendships, in work relationships, with family, right? There's some people out there that you give your all to, and like
Mhm.
sometimes it's not enough, and they want more, and they want more, and so you're at a point. And I think that's what the song is. They're at that point, like, is this enough? Like, what else?
Yeah.
You know, anytime I need you, you're not there,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
And so it has that same angsty
Yeah.
Linkin Park, old school, like I said, Hybrid Theory, Meteora album. Like, if you like old school Linkin Park, check these guys out. Hey, Samuel Hernandez is joining us back.
Hey.
What's up, man?
What's up, Sammy?
What's up, Samuel?
All right. Yeah, no, air release are awesome. Yeah, Linkin Park, they admit it on their Instagram page and on their Spotify page. They say Linkin Park is one of their biggest influences. But they do it well. Like, I think that's the
Yes.
big thing. Is like they do it really good. They got
That was really
right.
good.
The drums
Yeah.
are awesome. The
Singer.
singer's really good. He's like matching the essence of Chester.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that same energy, that same growl, that same angst. Like, you believe him when he's
Oh, yeah.
screaming. So this next song is called "Who I Am." I chose this song because it's pretty powerful. It talks about, you know, being pulled in different directions, having society tell you you need to be one thing, and having people trying to influence you, and it's just basically saying fuck that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be who I am. So this song is called "Who I Am." Air release. Let's play it from the beginning. Build up.
I'm getting like Linkin Park Numb vibes.
Oh yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
That's very on Linkin Park band.
Mhm. What I like, it's not like a cover band, like a derivative
No.
cover band. It's just the same sound with a different take a little bit.
I just like that line. I like the chorus. I won't change. You'll never change my ways because I'm still breathing.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is just so defiant, but also empowering.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Right? Because, like, at the very least, I mean, we talked about, you know, going through a hard time, and you know, there's so many different pressures and so many different stressors, and there's things like that. But like that line, I'm still breathing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still here, and you know, that whole just sentiment of I won't change. I'm gonna be me. That's
Mhm.
why that song is called "Who I Am." It's just so cool. I really liked it. Yeah, totally getting Hybrid Theory vibes of just reminiscing, and kind of the same thing. Like, it was just that band that just kept coming up on my playlist.
Oh yeah.
And they just kept repeat. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm feeling these guys. They're
Yeah.
really
Oh
good.
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, air release, check them out. They're touring all through Europe right now. I think they have a few gigs in Prague or somewhere. If you happen to be in that area, really good. Like I said, if you're an old school Linkin Park fan, you're gonna like these guys. Check them out. They're awesome.
Oh yeah. So I'm next. So I kind of had a similar issue. So of course I checked out a bunch of bands.
Okay.
I had a really hard time picking. So I had to get down to like the rule of law here. Like, had to be a smaller band.
Okay.
Had to be a band with 2 songs on Spotify
Okay.
that we could put on our playlist, and it had to be good. So this was last week and this week were the hardest 2 weeks for me to pick just one band, but I went with Off Leash, formerly known as Detention, a great band out of Akron, Ohio. I went domestic this time.
Okay.
I know
Good.
I've ventured out of the U.S.
Okay.
but-
OH.
Yeah, OH. I believe we have an Ohio
Right. Go
Yeah.
Bucks.
Bucks. So they have only 1.5 thousand listeners,
Wow.
Ooh.
That's not much.
and they're super good. The first song I have is Welcome Mat, and it goes into this idea of like, when is enough?
Yeah.
Right? So, Mr. Engineer, Welcome Mat, please.
All right. 1 sec. Here we go.
All right, we're getting it.
There it is. Okay.
I went pop, guys.
That's Paramore.
Oh, yes. Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
Blink 182 first album. This is all Blink
I
182
like
right
it.
here.
Right
I
there,
like
yeah.
it.
Welcome back to
Everyone but you. So my welcome mat's out to everybody but you.
Oh, we all have that one person.
Oh yeah. It's setting those boundaries, right? And we
Yes.
have that shirt from Sound of Martin
Yes.
says some bridges are meant to be burned.
Yes.
And I've had to burn a lot of bridges, man.
That's
And
right.
this is a song that reminded me of that a lot. Like I'm cool. Everybody's welcome.
Not
For
you.
you. And I really connected with this song. Just some of the stuff happening over the past week. Like I really just got to draw. I just really got to draw in the line in the sand here and say, look,
Yeah.
no more. I've been as welcoming as I can, but I'm not gonna sacrifice.
Exactly. And those people just, and it's not even people, it could just be things that bring you down that is like, no, I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to do that
Exactly.
anymore. It could be
Yeah.
addiction. It could be, just bad influences or
Oh,
just
yeah.
things.
It could be one of those situationships people get into, like, just a toxic relationship.
I was about to say it could be an ex.
Could be an ex. And you could
that's
just say,
right.
look, I've done everything I can. I've been as welcoming as I can, but I can't sacrifice.
No,
Given as much as me as I can give.
that's
Exactly.
right.
It's
That's
a
right.
hard lesson sometimes for a person to learn
That's right.
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
draw that
Exactly.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like, and just the not just acknowledging and recognizing that, but then actually acting on it
Following through.
following through and say, no, this is it.
Yeah.
I mean it now. You're done.
Mhm.
You're out.
friend-
And for a lot of people, I think that's the hardest part.
It is.
They may recognize it, they may know what's wrong, but just to actually come up and say, you're done.
Yeah.
I'm done. You're out. I don't need this anymore.
Oh yeah.
And for a lot of people in their struggle, that's what's needed.
Oh yeah. And
Right?
it's that clarity. For me, it was my drinking buddies from 10 years ago, like calling, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I'm in town," and learning that you don't have to answer the phone.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
there's nothing that says you have to welcome that, and that
Yeah.
was a lesson I had to learn.
That's right.
When do you take that welcome mat back out and say,
Mm.
I don't want that anymore?
Yeah. And a lot of people know those people that trigger, right? A lot
Oh,
of
yes.
people, especially if you're in sobriety, especially if you're in recovery, there's, who those people are that trigger that.
Exactly.
Who are the threats to your sobriety and to your mental health. And so absolutely
Oh yeah.
burn those damn bridges.
Exactly.
Do you, right? Be
Yeah.
who I am. So I think we got a theme going on, brother.
Oh yeah.
We do.
I think we got a theme.
So
Our friend-
this next song is actually the song that the reason why I chose this band. It explains perfectly what I was going through this week and
Okay.
describes kind of like this feeling I have, like this PTSD brain that I
Ooh,
get sometimes.
yeah.
So, Mr. Engineer, this is Peachy Keen.
Peachy Keen. Oh,
Mhm.
Samuel says he liked the last song, I think.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Sammy.
That's right.
All right, here's Peachy Keen.
She's got a voice too.
Yeah, she does. Nice and slow down now.
When all is well, I go insane.
Paramore.
Okay, there you go. Really good.
Yeah. But this is a song that sounds the most like Paramore, and it's good.
Oh man.
So she's talking about when
brain
all is well, I go insane. And there's this song by Ren and Chichilla. It's called Chalk Outlines, and in there it says, "I'm afraid of being okay because everything can change."
Yeah.
And that describes perfectly like my mindset sometimes when everything's fine, nothing wrong, everything could be fine, and my brain's like, it's gonna happen. Watch for it. Watch out, something fucked up's gonna happen. Watch, watch. And my brain doesn't stop when everything's okay. So yeah, going through life, there's hardships, and going through hardships honestly causes a lot of stress.
Yeah.
That's right.
But on top of that, it's the stress of not having anything going wrong
Yeah.
causes stress. And like, it's insane to think about, but it's just like, what would my brain know what to do? Like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Nothing's gonna happen, but you're always prepared for that next bad thing to happen. And that describes perfectly the week I had. Like, what's the next thing? Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine, but when is that next shoe gonna
when's it
drop?
all gonna
When's
come
that
down?
next bad thing gonna happen?
Absolutely.
I know it's coming. And it's like that voice in the back of your head saying, get used to this. It's gonna change. Don't get
too comfortable.
Yeah.
Don't get too comfortable.
Exactly.
So Samuel had a comment. He said, like the Alkaline Trio. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I can see that.
Okay. I got
Yeah.
that.
No, I like that. When will my brain know? To me, I think I ask myself that question, my ADHD brain, all the time. It reminds me sometimes. I remember reading a lot of ADHD stories, and I remember one person put like it's almost like everyone in the world got an instruction manual, or got like the instruction book except you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so while everyone else is like doing great and knows exactly what to do, you know, in my ADHD, I feel all the time like I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening. How am I supposed to know?
Exactly.
Right? And so like when she said that line, I'm like, yeah, I tell my brain all the time, when are you gonna start working, dude?
Yeah.
Right?
Our
Right,
friends over
figure?
at 50 Sharp Blades said that they liked it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree with
Yeah.
like
all these songs
all
are
the things
amazing.
in my head.
Yeah.
And this job's really hard. It's super hard. And the reason, like I said, I picked this song is because I really connected to what she was saying.
Yeah, that's right.
And on top of that, just incredible music.
Yeah,
Incredible
very
voice, dude.
Very voice.
Check them out. They sound so much like the good pop punk stuff.
Yeah.
The Green Days, the Blink 182s,
Yeah.
Good Charlottes when they were good.
I
Just incredible. And like, I hate to cheapen it by saying she sound like Paramore. This song, Peachy Keen, is probably the most Paramore like song.
Yeah.
But they just have so much other good pop punk. So it's really great.
I feel if they came out like in the early 2000s, they would be part of the American Pie soundtrack.
Yes.
Yes. Definitely.
Right? That was a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, it was.
All right.
Mate.
Yeah.
Before we move on,
Yeah,
You found a good one. You found a good one.
Yeah.
We left the best for last.
Oh, okay.
Let us know who won in the comments.
Yes.
Yep.
Again, we are competing for last. Who gets to get
Get a tattoo.
a tattoo?
Yep.
All right.
Remember,
Japanese
you
music.
can find all these artists on rockmental.com. When we post up the episode page, the links to these bands will be there. Give them some love. Check them out on Spotify. Give them a follow. Listen to their music, and let's help these great artists out.
Yeah. All
absolutely.
right. Before we move on, let's do a quick plug. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, share the stream, hit the like button, and thanks for commenting. Also, hit subscribe if you're not. And if you're watching on Twitch, give us a follow too. We're only at 9 followers on Twitch.
Come on, guys. Let's
Oh,
go.
get
Get it
it on
up.
Twitch.
Tell your friend.
Tell your friends. Thank you. We appreciate all of you. Make sure to go to rockmental.com for all of our information. And if you ever need help, it's on there as well.
That's
and
right.
then, at RockMental Official on pretty much everything except for Twitter for obvious reasons.
Yep.
And then hashtag mosh pit mentality.
Reality.
Yep. Thank you.
Samuel, Stay Together for the Kids has a rough message too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That song, I think, struck a chord
I
with
think so.
a lot of people,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
And I think one thing I had to realize is staying together for the kids is sometimes not a great idea.
Nope.
And that message, I think, was staying together for the kids is not for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, and just and coming from the perspective of, coming from that different perspective of who it impacts, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, it was a killer song. It was awesome. But like I think one thing that Blink 182 did perfectly was they had their fun, they had their silly songs, What's My Age Again, and they had the silly,
Mhm.
funny music videos. But when it came time to talk about the real stuff, man,
They
did they
can hit
deliver.
it.
Yeah.
Right? Adam's song, Stayed Together for the Kid. By the way, Travis Barker drummed the shit out of that song.
Oh, yeah.
It was an
Yeah.
amazing song.
Oh yeah. He was
But-
into those tubs, man.
Yeah, but Samuel, yeah, absolutely tough message. But how many kids out there felt that way,
Oh yeah.
right?
And this is why
Oh
we
my
love
God.
rock music, because it doesn't shy away from
That's
the
right.
stigma of talking like Offspring with self-esteem.
Yeah.
It's the perfect description of like these guys that no self-esteem, just allowing themselves to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, exactly.
That
And
one hit differently for me now
yeah,
Oh yeah.
as an adult
Yeah.
than I remember it. I jammed to it, and
yeah,
kind of a rough home sometimes, and yeah, it would hit hard, but it's hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
And on the same note, guys, listen to Hey Ya by Outkast.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is a very similar message, Sammy.
Yeah.
Very
Oh, yeah.
similar
Pay
message.
attention to the lyrics and
If you
some
pay-
of your favorite
yes.
songs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into covers, but
Yeah.
Sleep
Yes.
Token's cover of that perfectly embodies
Ooh,
what the
Made-
song is about.
I'm not even gonna cry.
Yeah.
I cried. It made me
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, absolutely. That's what rock music is, man.
Yeah.
It we don't shy away from the craziness, just like Mayhem said.
Mhm.
And that's why we're here. That's why we are able to talk about our feels.
yes.
Oh, yeah. So let's get into our discussion
Let's
topics.
do it.
And I'm gonna go and open up the old internet machine here
Oh,
because we have some information that we need to reference when we talk about this new
Yes.
All
right.
Hall of Fame class of 2025
Yeah.
for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
as much as we wanted to memorize these, we're
Yeah.
all middle aged and not gonna remember shit.
Yeah.
We all ADHD. We're not gonna remember shit.
Exactly. So for 2025, the 14 performers were nominated for the 2025 induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Let's do it.
They are Bad Company,
Okay.
The Black Crowes,
Okay.
Okay.
Black Crowes are okay.
Mariah Carey,
Definitely.
yeah,
Okay.
Chubby Checker.
He's not in.
Huh.
He should have been in like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyways, Joe Cocker,
Ooh,
That-
yeah, that one.
a little hot with my every time, dude.
Yeah.
Billy Idol.
Mhm.
Billy Idol's not in.
This next one, Joy Division / New Order.
New Order's not
New
in.
Order?
Mhm.
Yeah. Cyndi Lauper's not in.
Oh.
Okay, Sin Lauper. Yeah.
Mana.
Mana.
And this is
Oh my god.
Oh,
yep, some rage bait, I guess, for my friends across the pond. Better than you two.
oh.
I
Yep.
don't disagree.
What do you think, Samuel? Is Mana better than you two? Let us know.
Yes.
Samuel said all the story told in Take Off Your Pants and Jacket is awesome. They're best in my humble opinion.
Okay.
All right. So we have Oasis, which I think is garbage.
Oh,
I'll just put that out
another
there.
hot take.
Another hot take from my
Another episode.
my friends across the pond. Outcast again. I don't know if this is their first year of eligibility, but come on.
Speaking
Outcast
of Hey Ya,
Good to be there.
Fish. Fun story. I accidentally went to a Fish concert once.
accidentally went to a Fish concert.
Yeah. Accidentally.
Doesn't everyone accidentally go to a Fish
I
concert?
think so.
Did you
crazy.
just drive there accidentally, or
I
not know where you were?
again, I had kind of a little bit of a drug problem.
Oh, okay.
That explains it.
That explains it.
I just
It
kind of
is.
ended up there once. We're like,
This is fish.
This is Fish.
fish. I thought we were going fishing. Anyway, Soundgarden.
Oh, shoe in.
How the hell?
Yeah.
Shoe
I
in.
don't know if this
Shoe in.
is their first year of eligibility, but
Shoe
finally the
in.
White Stripes. So
Yes.
I think in my my short that I made, I had some just no brainers. Mariah Carey. I aside from the Christmas song that
Oh god.
she's
On
just-
repeat every year.
I like those memes where it's like a horror movie and like instead of Michael Myers, it's Mariah Carey. And you just hear that. Oh shit!
that meme with like the wrestler coming from the top rope. Yeah,
Mariah Carey.
with Mariah Carey.
Every October 31st. She's
Yeah,
already
yeah,
coming
yeah.
down.
She's coming down. She's like, it's time for my it's time for my season.
That's right.
But seriously, she's incredible. She got into a battle with Eminem, I believe,
Yeah.
at some point. She's on music with I think Old Dirty Bastard from Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, yeah.
Her stuff is incredible. She does a cover of the name is it? I Can't Live Without You. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah. Living is without you. I do it terribly. Mariah Carey does it a lot better than I do.
Elder
But-
Mayhem votes for Badfinger into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
And then
Okay.
Samuel Hernandez also says that the Maná album,
Yeah.
Cuando los Ángeles Lloran,
Yes.
is very good.
Yeah,
Very good album.
Very good
very
album.
good album.
They,
Yeah.
they should have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a while ago.
A long
time ago.
I don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
And for those of you out here not familiar with Maná, you don't have to understand Spanish.
Hmm.
I mean, it helps if you do, but I mean, their songs really rock.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
really good songs.
Oh, dude, and some of them are just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Oh my
about to
God.
say that you just took it from my words.
Just
Best heartbreak songs ever.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I think
Oh.
more heartbreak than like Café Tu Cuba,
Hmm.
and just funner sometimes.
Yeah.
and just better than you two ever was. But anyways,
Okay. Should we go around the table and see who our number one lock-in is?
all right, go for it.
Yeah.
I think we all agree on one. I think let's just get it out of the way.
Soundgarden.
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 Outcast. I kind of half kidding, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
Outcast.
Soundgarden, Outcast, and I think Mana.
Are
the three.
three.
They need to be
Yeah.
the shoo-ins.
Yes.
Yes.
Soundgarden, and not just because of Chris Cornell's passing, rest in peace, Chris Cornell,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
but just because of their influence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
On not just grunge but just rock and how they sort of transcended the grunge scene, in Seattle. I mean, they were
Yeah.
part of that group of bands, Nirvana, Pearl Jam,
Mhm.
Alice in Chains, that grunge movement, but they really transcended. I mean, we were Miss Mayhem, Miss Chaotic, and we listened to that entire album on a drive. I think it was San Diego somewhere, and that every single song on that album was just
Oh yeah.
perfection.
Hmm.
Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole, how many times has that song been covered?
Many.
Yeah.
Many times, because
Many.
it's an amazing song.
Yeah. Fell on Black Days.
Fell on Black
Spoon
Days,
Man. Oh,
Spoon
dude.
Man.
Just
Oh my God.
incredible.
Spoon Man, I forgot.
And that's their
Remember you on
fun
lock.
song.
That's their fun song.
And it's still kind of like, a Spoon Man, okay.
Yeah, some of
rock.
Yeah.
grunge is such a theme, senores.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about influence, Joy Division, New Order, literally almost single-handedly influenced new metal.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that orgy song Blue Monday, they cover.
Oh, yeah.
that's
they
right.
cover New Order.
Yeah, that's right.
There
New
would
Order.
not be good new metal without Joy Division or New Order.
Yeah.
Is
Well-
what I'm saying.
Well, New Order was kind of like you said, like it brought in that new metal.
Yeah.
The new age brought them. That's what the new.
Yeah. The new and new metal.
That's
stands
what
for,
that.
yeah.
That's what it stands
Mm.
for, right? Absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
even that, just talking about influence, Billy Idol himself.
Oh, dude.
dude,
Even
Yeah.
Nirvana's covered him.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Is this Man Who Sold the World, if anybody
Yeah.
wants to hear one of the greatest covers of all time.
Oh yeah. I had, Billy Idol and White Stripes on the fence. They're awesome. I mean, White Wedding by Billy Idol is genius.
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Why?
Because-
why-
You have people playing it at their wedding. It's not about
yeah,
happiness.
Mm-mm.
And the White Stripes, I mean, just iconic. I think in mainstream, not as much success as we have, like as fans.
yeah.
There's really one song though,
7, 8.
Seven Nation Army, that everybody
Nation.
recognizes.
Ding, ding, ding,
But-
ding, ding, ding.
I am very biased. White Stripes were at their peak, when I was like 14, 15, and
Bro, what do you bring that up?
yeah. So, it was music that I pumped into my system like every day,
Mhm.
White Stripes. But again, I'm very biased in that
What,
part.
just talk about influence. Jack White.
Jack
Yes.
Well, I joke a lot of times, say it's like good guitars like Jack White, but good. Jack White influenced a whole generation of artists, just like Tom Morello.
Yeah.
New guitarists that are trying to recapture that sound, and there's great bands that try, but Jack White,
They just don't get it.
on
Jack
a
White
different level.
influenced
Yeah.
so many songwriters.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, he moved to Nashville for that reason
Mhm.
because he's a songwriter.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
I mean, I would say if White Stripes don't get in at any point, Jack White himself will.
yeah.
That's what I was going to bring
He
up.
will.
Is this, are we inducting them based off Jack White or based off
Well, it's
the White Stripes?
it's the funny wonky rules of the Rock and Roll of Fame. So, like for example, Black Sabbath is inducted
Mm.
as a band, but Ozzy Osbourne is also inducted
As a
as,
solo artist.
as himself.
Well, Sonic Youth, right? I
Yeah.
believe is in, but Kim Gordon is not. And that's
Not
what I'm
in.
saying. What the hell are we doing here? Kim Gordon.
Exactly.
And that we're going to talk about snubs here in
Yeah.
a little bit.
That's right.
Samuel said he likes the Black Hole Sun cover by 80 Gourmet and Steve Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
Right after he passed, I think Nora Jones did like a live version of it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dude,
Yeah.
I cried.
Yeah.
It was great.
You
And
know,
Elephant is
It's a really
my
good album.
favorite
Yeah.
White Stripes album.
Just talking about the hardest button to button. That's my favorite song.
We're gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ding, ding,
Mine's Deadlies in the
ding,
Dirty
ding,
Ground.
ding.
All right.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Should we go through the snubs? Everybody give a couple snubs.
Yeah.
Should
All
have
right.
been this year.
Let me go queue up the old internet machine.
You got to pull up the list of
Okay. So
bands
these
that are
are all the bands eligible in 2025. So I'm going to go through the more notable ones.
Okay.
So Three Doors Down, A Perfect Circle.
Yeah.
amazing songs,
Yeah.
but okay. Yeah.
All right. Aesop Rock. I'm going to campaign for Aesop Rock. To get in.
Ooh, okay.
His take on hip hop is just incredible.
Yeah.
I really connect with him a lot, and he's just so unique that I'm very impressed by him. So we got All American Rejects. All right.
Is that the My Little Secret?
Yeah,
Right?
My
Yeah.
Little Secret.
Dirty little secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew
gotta
WK.
Oh.
He very, very underrated. Influenced a ton
That's
of
true.
music. So Andrew WK, I could say, is there. The Avett Brothers.
Is the Mars Volta in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't know if they're
That would be
eligible.
I don't
interesting.
think they're eligible.
They might be out because when did At the Drive-In break up? It was the early.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
So
the
it'd
last
be
album was like
25
2001.
years.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone said Man of the Gnomes is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing album, My Perfect Circle.
Oh,
He
yeah.
also said Deloused and Climatorium by the Mars Volta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no,
We've got
we're,
some
we're
big
a Mars
news.
Volta home here.
Oh, we
Yeah.
are
Oh,
very much Mars
yeah.
Volta fans.
Yes.
March 9th,
Oh yeah, March 9th, we're gonna be seeing him in Phoenix if anybody wants to meet us over there.
Ooh, That's right.
we'll be wearing our RockMental merch.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Look out for us.
All right. So we got
Dashboard Confessional.
Ooh.
Dashboard Confessional.
My emo boy's saying,
Screaming
yeah.
infidelities. I think I cried to that song.
I
too many
will
times.
say it because I remember there was a question about who is the most emo band, and I think everyone has a different answer for this question.
Mhm.
But I think everyone could at least agree that Dashboard Confessional is like somewhere in home base.
top
Yeah.
tier.
Top tier,
With like the AFIs, My Chemical Romances.
the emo lyrics I would give you
Yes.
at least.
Mhm.
Emo sound, probably not, but
Yeah.
at least you're gonna get home and cry with the
Yeah.
song
yeah.
on blast. Dashboard,
Screaming
100%.
infidelities.
Dashboard
Oh,
yeah.
Confessionals is straight up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Samuel agrees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Disturbed. What are we doing?
Oh,
Oh
Disturbed.
my god.
On. Disturbed needs to be in. Oh my god.
All right.
You understand how much Disturbed helped me in some of these things.
Yeah.
They're especially their newer stuff
Mhm.
talk straight on about mental health, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
If you're going through a rough time, listen to The Light by Disturbed.
Mhm.
Holy
Awesome
crap.
song.
Awesome
Yeah.
song. Do it.
We got Good Charlotte. Maybe when they were the Good Charlotte.
Was it good Charlotte ever good?
I want to say
yeah,
they were.
it was an album
Okay.
too.
Okay.
For me, Gorillas.
Gorillas.
Gorillas,
Dude,
I that one popped up to me.
Talk about influential.
Ding, ding, ding,
When was when are we ever gonna get a digital band into the Rock and Roll Hall
Yeah.
of Fame? I mean, just great.
So-
It's the Interpol.
Yeah,
That's right.
I love it.
Interpol.
Yeah,
Interpol.
Juanes.
Juanes.
I mean, we got Mana.
We got one now.
I got-
Juanes.
The next step is Juanes.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Café Tacuba.
So we got Kill Switch Engage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Those dudes are touring right now. They're still
Mhm.
killing it.
They are
Yeah, that's
still
insane.
killing.
They
One
are
of my
still
favorite
killing.
bands that I saw at the Warped Tour.
You.
Kill
Kill Switch Engage.
I talked about Kim Gordon already from Sonic
Yeah.
Youth.
Lamb of God.
Yeah,
I wanna-
Lamb of God.
I just want to see them perform and watch everyone.
yeah,
like
just be
the hell. Oh, someone said Down with the Sickness. Absolutely.
oh yes, and Gorilla's first 2 albums are awesome.
Oh yeah.
They are.
all of their albums are must listens.
I love
But the way that they incorporate hip hop,
yeah.
but with
Yes.
like good hip hop, like De La Soul in there, actually rapping good stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, incredible. The Knife, two ladies singing
yeah,
interesting songs.
I can see it.
Maybe Linkin Park. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, I know.
Linkin Park should have been a first
should-
ballot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Shoe in.
Yes.
Damn.
Lost Profits. we don't
Biggest
talk
snub.
about.
I'm gonna say
Lost Prophets. Oh man, I haven't heard
Yeah,
of
they
him.
had
In
a,
wow.
yeah.
I'm gonna say right now, Linkin Park is the biggest snub so far.
Yeah, they might
Yes.
be waiting a few years so they can get some other bands to like get them with them.
Doesn't mean we have to like it.
Are you guys familiar with Music Soul Child?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
Do yourselves a favor, listen to a few songs, and it's like emo R&B. It's really good. I'm not
I
sure.
like
if,
it.
Not sure if Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but really great. Nelly and Nelly
Nelly.
Furtado.
Nelly and Nelly Furtado.
So Nelly,
I should say that it is getting hot in her.
it is getting hot in here. I can't take off any of my clothes because
Oh.
yeah,
No,
It's
we're not
already-
going there.
we're not gonna go there. The new pornographers.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Okay, go actually. I didn't know.
Okay, go.
Dating,
We just
dating,
talked about them.
Yeah, I think just on their music videos alone.
Yeah, they're
Like,
amazing.
Yeah,
They're
they're
really good.
they're really great.
Yeah.
MTV Hall of Fame.
MTV Hall of Fame for sure.
Oh,
Pink.
Oh,
come
Pink,
on.
yeah.
Got in there.
yeah.
Pink.
Seriously.
They should have been in a while
Oh,
ago too.
Mrs. Chaotix, Regina Spektor fan.
Ooh.
Oh,
Regina
yes, I
Spektor.
did grew up with a lot of Regina Spektor in
Very,
the house.
very,
This
very
is chaotic's my sister.
That's what's going on.
Samuel is saying Café Tacuba first, and then Juanes,
Yeah.
Lamb of God.
Ooh,
Yeah. And then Nelly Furtado is a whole vibe. So
What album?
Nelly
I love
Furtado
Café Tacuba.
is like our generation's, I don't know. She's like in all, like featured in a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
Her solo stuff is great too,
Mm.
but she's almost like, I don't know.
She had a song with Juanes,
Yes.
and she
That's
sang in Spanish. It was
Yeah.
very good, actually.
yeah, she's an incredible artist.
Yeah.
I just don't think she gets the credit that she do. Really kind of a victim of her own success with the whole I'm like a bird thing.
Yeah.
Like they all wanted the sweet Nelly Furtado, not
Yeah.
the promiscuous
Yeah.
with Timberland.
That was the
Tattoo.
Regina Spektor.
Yeah.
Sum 41.
Yeah.
So they just announced they broke up. again.
Rise
Oh my
Against.
Rise Against.
Yeah, Rise Against should have been up there
Ryan
too.
Adams. How the hell? Well, Ryan Adams. Never mind.
I will
Sean
vote
Paul?
Rise Against.
Sean Paul with the whole reggae kind of rap
Uh-huh.
stuff going.
Uh-huh.
Silverstein guys.
Silverstein.
I haven't heard that name in quite
A
a while.
long time. That's a deep
I'm
cut
gonna
right
have to-
there.
I'm gonna have to go back and check that one out.
That's right.
Sufjan Stevens. I'm gonna have to Tattoo. Okay, Tattoo has their niche. I'm just not sure. For me, and Taking Back Sunday.
Oh,
That's controversial.
We saw them at Dia de los Deftones. They were kind of alright.
Who?
Taking Back Sunday.
Taking Back Sunday.
Taking Back Sun. So Taking Back Sun. Okay, emo kid going on a emo.
Oh, there we go.
and-
Emo tangent.
You know, we just talked about. You guys just said Dashboard Confessional is one of the biggest sounds.
Taking Back Sunday.
Take emo boys. Hot take. Emo got mainstream and was introduced to everyone. Thanks to Taking Back Sunday.
Sunday.
That's true.
That video, that music video, with Flavor Flav, that
Yeah.
was the introduction to the world. That is the moment the world emos here.
Yeah.
You guys know what song it was? She said, "Don't let it go to your head."
Okay, yeah.
Boys like you, and it was Flavor Flav singing it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
as long as it goes for the emo movement. I feel like Taking Back Sunday is like one of those, just for me, that's one of the it bands.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pioneers
yeah.
of emo music.
Yeah.
Definitely. And so continue going through the Von Blondies.
The
guys.
Von Bondies. Hey, Rescue Me. Everyone fan of FX's Rescue Me, the
Oh,
theme
yeah.
song, good song. I think they're very representative of that kind of poppy rock, not really poppy rock, but like that sort of upbeat, punkish, right?
Mhm.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I like them.
So from years past, just some big names: 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, Coheed needs to get
Coheed and
in.
Cambria.
Coheed,
should be
we need to
it,
get Coheed. Okay.
Another Warped
not
Tour
that
band
bad.
that I. Oh my god, I
Oh, yeah.
love
Yeah.
Coheed and Cambria.
Coheed and Cambria. Let's see. The
Samuel
Shins.
Samuel says that Green Day's American Idiot had a little bit of emo too.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
It had a lot of emo in it.
Yeah.
That's why it was bad.
wow.
That's why it was bad. Oh.
Sorry,
Dang.
Stammy. I love Green Day.
Ooh,
Green Day got me into rock,
Yeah.
and they tried to be something they weren't.
ooh. Okay. 3 bands that were eligible 2 years ago. You got Creed.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
I know Creed's a hot take for us older folk. Creed was one thing, but I think now with this new generation, thanks to the Texas Rangers when they won the World Series,
Yeah.
Higher was like their pump up song.
Mhm.
I will say Creed was ahead of their time.
They were. Yeah.
I will say if Creed were new 4 or 5 years ago,
Yeah. I will say in high school when Creed was really big, this is no disrespect to Mark Tremonti, the guitarist, but their songs were really easy to learn, so I learned them all. So just drop D everything, and there you go. Days of the New
yeah.
was one of the most underrated bands.
Yeah.
All acoustic, but every single one of them was a banger, man. And the dudes and the singer's voice so iconic. Shelf in the room.
Oh yeah. Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I just
I mean,
saw that
maybe
when that
it
name
should-
popped up to
Maybe
me.
Yeah.
maybe she's just late.
yeah.
She ran a little
Lauryn
bit
Hill.
late.
I saw
But-
Lil Wayne too in
Yeah,
there.
Lil Wayne,
Flogging Molly.
Flogging Molly. How about Manu Chao?
Oh, Manu Chao's really good.
He is like the Kendrick Lamar
That's
of
right.
Spanish
Manu
protest
Chao.
music.
That's right.
Just incredible.
Oh, Julieta Venegas.
Yep.
Love Julieta
Ooh,
Venegas.
big font Muse.
Muse.
I think Muse-
Muse is pretty
Muse.
polarizing though. Some people, I mean, I love them. Some people just hate
Hey.
them.
Knights of Sidonia. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samuel
Yeah.
agrees
Oh
that
my
Days
God, I
of the
love
News are
that
really
song.
good.
Yeah.
That's right, Sammy. That's right. Days of the New.
Days of New is a great
But,
band.
but Muse, yeah, but Muse puts on good shows too.
Oh yeah.
Muse is really good.
Muse,
They were
they're
like, if
it's an
you two-
experience.
If U2 was good, they would be Muse.
That's crazy.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of the Stone, okay, but by far, System of a Down was eligible in
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How,
2
I mean,
years ago.
okay, I
The
know.
White Stripes were eligible.
3 years ago.
Three
yeah.
I
years ago.
love the White Stripes. System of a Down should
Yeah.
have gotten in before the White
Are
Stripes.
the
Yeah.
Deftones in too?
Ooh, I don't know. We would have to
Ooh.
check.
Samuel Hernandez with a hot take. Manu Chao is far better than Kendrick.
You know what?
Whoa.
I will say, culturally, Manu Chao is more impactful for me. But I think as an artist, that's a good. That's a good.
I
I'm
like
gonna have
you,
to think about
Sammy.
that.
I
Yeah,
like
it
you.
is.
Getting edgy with it.
I
It
like
is.
you.
Queens of the Stone Age and
Yeah.
System of a Down rules. That's
All
right.
Yeah.
2022, Erica Badu and Fiona Apple. What are we doing,
Fiona
guys?
Apple.
Sorry about
Erica
that.
Badu. How would you not? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Are the Deftones in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
we're gonna have to check on that one. I'm
Ooh,
actually really
deep,
not sure.
Deep cut from 2022, Apocalyptica.
Ooh.
And
okay.
Sync.
How about
Stained.
Savage Garden? Chaotic. Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
Yep.
Don't know about Savage Garden.
Yeah. Not much about that. Garbage. All right, we could do this
Jewel.
all day.
we can
but,
do this all day.
But look at all these Daft Punk.
Daft Punk. I thought they were in.
I thought so too.
Ooh, Weezer's been eligible since 2020.
Weezer. Portishead.
I would, as much
Portishead.
as much as I love Weezer, Daft Punk needs to be
Beck.
in there
Yeah.
that much more.
Beck.
Adam Sandler.
1992.
Okay. Low key. Cat Power
Cat Power. Okay.
has one of the most incredible rock voices ever.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
She is incredible. Not a lot of people know about her, apparently, I guess. She is incredible.
So there are so many artists.
Yeah.
I think the biggest snubs though, gotta be, Linkin Park, Disturbed,
Gorillaz.
Yeah.
Just no
yeah.
introduction.
Well,
it's a heavy metal.
Okay. For a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Because it was kind of like that first introduction, like this is what metal can do.
They're the gateway band.
Yeah, they're the gateway band. Exactly. But I think the big thing about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is, I think someone commented on one of our shorts, it's not rock and roll as we understand it.
Yeah.
It's not the metal, hard rock stuff that we love.
That's right.
And I think we talked about how, country music has their own, the CMT awards, right?
Yeah.
They have the BET awards for hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. The Grammys are just pop.
Pretty much.
It's just popular music. And yeah, they have metal in there, but generally it kind of seems like this is what we want to you guys listen to, this happy. And Gojira made it to the Grammys, right?
Yeah, Gojira won the Grammy for Best Metal Performance, but it's not like they're going to be nominated for Album of the Year.
Yeah, but how long have they been around for?
Oh, long time.
And
people don't realize.
Deftones won Best Metal Performance.
Yeah.
They've been around for 30 years.
Yeah, for a long time.
So, it's like there's a different criteria for metal.
Yeah.
So one thing I miss about MTV when they used to play music was the Headbangers Ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we need
Oh my god.
The Headbangers Ball. That's a deep cut right there.
Oh yeah,
man.
I'm aging myself.
That's
you guys do the white. But we need something
Yeah.
for metalheads,
Yeah.
for people who love punk music and rock, even pop punk and emo and stuff like that, to a stage for them to show their appreciation for just how good some of this music is.
Yeah.
And like not to dump on like the Chappelle Roans and like the new bands that they have, but there's just so much good music coming out. And I think, the internet being the great equalizer, we just exposed to so much more music
Absolutely.
that we need our own.
We do.
And I will say though, like, I know there's been a lot of discussion about why hip hop and pop artists are being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know everyone has an opinion, but I will say, I think it's a testament to how the rock genre is in itself inclusive.
Mhm.
We include everybody because rock music isn't for rock fans. Rock music is for everybody, and everybody's welcome into this community that we've built, right? Although rock music gets sort of, stuff to the back burner every once in a while, not given the recognition it gets, we are still a very inclusive community.
Yeah.
We love everybody, like where else can a punk fan, a metal fan, and an emo fan hang out and start a podcast?
Yeah.
Like because we all recognize the contributions to music and how it's been influential. And yes, hip hop artists have influenced rock. Yes, pop artists have influenced rock, and vice versa. Rock has influenced them as well.
That is
So I think from at the very minimum, I think that's what we can take away from some of these nominees for hip hop artists and pop artists, is that we're including them because we're all part of this, and rock music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I think we need to remember, this is kind of a testament to the history. Rock and roll was stolen from these incredible Black artists. Some of them we won't ever know, but like the Lead Bellies of, I mean, that influenced Nirvana directly. Like just incredible musicians. Their music was stolen and then given to like Elvis.
I was about to say the king himself.
Yeah.
Where Hound Dog. Where did Hound Dog come from?
Exactly.
You think Elvis sat down and wrote Hound Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing song, yes, and he portrays it, but where did those roots come from?
Exactly.
We're
talking about the blues chord, the blues progressions, putting on top of a 4/4 beat, the bass lines, and these driving, the musicality of things and how that songs were structured.
Well, we talk about the Rolling Stones being so influential. Keith Richards himself was influenced by these blues artists.
That's right.
And he's a snob when it comes to musicality. He hates some of the bands we love, but that dude could play the blues anything.
Absolutely.
Just incredibly. And I think that's one thing that we all need to recognize with the inductions here is that all of this music came from the same place.
Yeah.
It comes from rhythm and blues that was sung by Black people
Yeah.
a century ago. We all need to recognize that. I think this is where we get this recognition from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But within that, we need something just for metal. And we've had some,
Yeah.
but we don't have like one unifying award.
And there's some. I think there was a metal awards that took place in LA a few weeks ago. Actually, Alibis, our friend Alibis, performed there. But it's not as to that same level as the BET Awards or
Yeah.
the CMT Awards, not televised or anything. But I think there should be some traction for that, because I agree, like rock in its mystique and the magic, I think Samuel called it the magic of rock.
Oh yeah.
I think it deserves that level of credence and thanks and that level of respect, because I mean rock music's amazing. That's why we're here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
By the way,
Samuel said that Otis Redding and Nina Simone are some examples.
Yes.
Is
Oh,
that-
yeah.
Oh, Otis Redding.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh man.
Nina Simone, a lot of people don't know that song by the Fugees,
Mhm.
Killing Me Softly,
Yes.
is a Nina
Simone
Simone
song.
song.
Yep.
And I mean, Lauryn Hill kills it, but that song came from somewhere.
Yep. Absolutely.
By the way, before that, he had said Daft Punk's
the
Disco
disco
Gods.
gods. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Random Access Memories. I might say my favorite album of all time, but it's
Ooh.
Very, very good one.
it's actually
Yeah.
up there. Top
We had a
three
short asking if you would have Daft Punk or the Field at a party. Not
Oh,
too long
yeah.
ago.
Would I have
Yeah.
what?
Daft Punk or the Field?
The Field. I picked the Field only because
Yeah.
after a while, Daft Punk kind of just all sounds the same.
Ooh.
All right,
I
we
will,
are.
I will say that I get some Daft Punk fatigue, if you will.
I mean, I get it, but
Mhm.
still,
All right.
Let's
Yeah.
listen to that album.
We're-
All right, let's move on.
We're a little over
Cool.
time. For the final question, what would you guys give an overall rating for this year's nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Let's start with Mayhem.
I will give it a solid C. They did get some. I mean, Joe Cocker. How is he not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not just iconic songs
What would
that
you do?
shaped rock,
Yeah.
but at very important times, like at Woodstock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my God.
He's a pioneer.
Yeah. And so I give it a solid C.
All right,
Some of these bands should have been on.
I'll
What
I'll
about
give him a
Chaotic?
C plus for
C+.
Soundgarden.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Groompy?
I'll go C plus as well because of Mana.
Okay.
All right.
Mainly
All right.
because of Mana.
That was good.
All right.
All right, that's good. Let's move on to our second discussion
Oh
topic.
right.
Oh,
Okay. So, like we said at the top of the show, RockMental, we got over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Hey.
Yeah,
So thank
let's
you all.
go.
I'm
Thank
popular, mom.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you to subscribers and loyal fans like Samuel, and then we got 50 Sharp Blades over there. Thank you for your
Mhm.
your fanship, your subscribership. Thanks for joining us in this crazy ride. And we thought, now that we reached this milestone, we want to kind of give the origin story on how
Yeah.
RockMental came to be. So it started, I think the inception of the idea to even think about the possibility of the chances of seemingly thinking about starting a podcast came probably in the summer of last year.
Yeah.
I will say the summer 2024 was particularly hard for me. I was dealing with a lot of burnout, extreme burnout, from work, anxiety. There was days where I just could not get up from bed. I
Yeah.
spent weekends just isolating myself from my family, and I was not in a good place. I was not in a good place, and for me, what my trigger was work. And it's not like I had a terrible job. It's not like I, didn't enjoy it. It got so taxing and it took so much from me
Yeah.
that it led me to a not good place mentally.
Yeah.
And so Mrs. Chaotic had to have pretty much an intervention and sat me down and said, you can't go on like this.
Yeah.
And, you know, thanks to that intervention, that tough love, it basically allowed me to say, you know what, I'm out. And I quit my job. Very good job. And it was hard to deal like with what's happening. Not only, you know, dealing with the loss of a job, like me actually saying I'm going to leave here voluntarily,
Yeah.
but just recognizing that I was not in a good mental state.
Mm.
You know, I was not present at all for my kids.
Yeah.
I was just on autopilot. Really, I wasn't even showing up at work. Like I dreaded sometimes, and you know, and it was tough to deal with. I felt like a failure. I felt like something was wrong with me. My ADHD was just going bananas.
Yeah.
And you know, it took that tough love, but then we ended up going to a family trip,
Yeah.
Yep.
and on the way back, Mrs. Mayhem is chaotic. It's like, hey, how about the boys ride together? We need some girl time.
They were
Yeah.
over all of our rock and heavy
Right,
metal and punk
right.
all
And
that.
I'm like, okay, let me hop in. So Mayhem, myself, Figured, and Madman back there, we spent the entire drive just raging, man. We were just jamming. We got the aux cord, you know, if they make those anymore. And just
See it
like
around.
switched phones and like, hey, have you heard these guys? Hey, have you heard these guys? And that, 4 hours
Yeah.
Mhm.
was basically therapy for me.
It was.
Oh yeah.
It was the best.
It was
Mm.
amazing because not only were we able to share the music with one another and
Mhm.
just talk about why we like these artists.
Oh yeah.
I like these bands because they sound like this band. I like this band because they talk about these things.
Yeah.
And I think what that trip did for me personally, I will say, it gave me that music therapy that I needed.
Mhm.
It gave me that sort of reflection, but also regrounding and finding music again, because I had
Yeah.
taken a back seat for
yeah.
quite a long time. And I remember coming from that trip just feeling so refreshed and so like, I'm not broken.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. I'm not damaged. I'm me. And it was the start of a journey to find myself again. And I cannot thank you guys enough for it, because man, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. And it was really great. For me, you know, there's a lot of change going on in my life. I don't handle change very well. And, you know, you get back, we had moved,
Mhm.
you know, back with family members and, you know, some unresolved, maybe interpersonal problems.
Yep.
And just a lot. There was just so much stress going on. And what's cool is like we already have a very good dynamic in our family. We're
Yeah.
very close. You know, your side and our side of the family, we're all very close.
Yeah.
And I'm very close with Figured and Madman. And it brought us even closer somehow. Like
Mhm.
we would take turns and be like, hey, check this band out. Oh, you should hear this band. They sound just like them.
Yeah.
And like it just kept back and forth. And at one point there was no music.
Yeah.
We were just talking about what was going on, and like
Yeah.
I think at some point, like, you know what, I'm not doing that well. Like I
Yeah.
just finally admitted I don't think I'm handling this very well. And we
Yeah.
just started talking about it. And then we get back and we have this new, I guess, renewed love of music.
Yeah.
And then we bring this energy back home, and then Groompy's there, and it's like we just started talking about these bands. We're talking about, hey, you guys should check out these bands. And then, you know, life happens and stuff happens, and we just get talking
Yeah.
about our problems. It was really cool. And I think you know, it was really powerful for me to
Mhm.
be able not just to share music
Yeah.
with my boys and with my family, but like just to be able to talk about stuff normally,
Yeah.
getting that stigma just out of the way, just say I'm not really doing that
Yeah.
good right now.
Mhm.
Exactly. And then, yeah, coming home and still keeping it up. Hey, we're texting each other. Listen to this band. And then I remember talking with Groompy about this music, and kind of the same thing, right? Music was kind of took a back seat.
Yeah, they had this trip. They already had kind of like the idea going for this podcast when I came in. I was kind of in a point in my life where I was restarting
Mhm.
a lot of stuff, possibly going through a separation of sorts.
Yeah.
And, once every time, I was hanging out with family, I was with my family more often.
Yeah.
Conversation was always back to us like,
Music.
oh man, hear this band and hear this band, and oh my god, it gets me in my feels. Oh, we'll listen to this then and listen to that.
Yeah.
We always brought it back down to music, and the music that was helping us through our whatever we were going through in life at that
Absolutely.
point. And I mean, to this point, the music that still helps us.
Mhm.
But that's kind of like when I kind of came in as well, and
Yeah.
you guys already had the inception of the idea.
Yeah. But it's the biggest thing about RockMental. Why we called it RockMental is the marriage of rock and mental health. Just what rock music talks about, right? And I think with this trip and then bringing Groompy in and bringing everything, music gave us an avenue to really talk about what's going on with ourselves. And because it's easy, right? Especially with family. Like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Okay, thanks for asking. And like, that's it, right?
Yeah.
But with this music, with this avenue, we've been able to really hone in and talk about what's really going on.
Oh, yeah.
Like in this trip, Figured and I realized, hey, we got the same type of ADHD. We got the same flavor, same brand and everything. And we've learned to since then learn from each other and talk about it and be open. And I'm pretty sure it was, I don't know if it was you Figured or if it was Madman that said we should start this will be a cool podcast.
Yeah.
Right during the trip.
It was kind of a joke, and then we got home and we were like, you know what?
This is
Yeah.
actually this would be
a
I'd
good idea.
listen.
I think, we started thinking about it. So myself and Figure, we went to a couple shows together. We went
That's
to go
right.
see Amel and the Sniffers.
Yeah.
That's right.
One of our favorite bands opened for them, right?
Dice
Dice Spits.
Spits.
And that was really the first time me and him had spent that kind of quality time together. And then we, life happens. He was going through some stuff. I was going through some stuff. And we go to an Idol show. Ganser opened for them.
Yeah.
It was incredible. But the kind of connection you make with somebody going to like a live show and
Yeah.
enjoying the music together. And we just loved it.
Yeah.
And then it kind of brought about this new connection where it's not just about, father-son relationship. You're really connecting on a level. And I think that's
Absolutely.
something that music does in this concept is we're united in the music, but it's a foundation where we talk about our problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, now that we've practiced a few times. We've learned, we just didn't start off the bat. And we have gone through a couple of different iterations of what this could look like and talk like. But, I think the reason why we're able to be so open with you all, with our viewers and with our subscribers is because we're able to be open with ourselves.
Yeah.
And that starts right here with self. And I think that's kind of what the music has done for us. And I know, going through my stuff, these guys were there for me, And then when Mayhem was going through some stuff, we were there for him. And when
Yeah.
Groompy was going through stuff, we're there for them no matter what. And that's what brought about this mosh pit mentality of life is just like a mosh pit. And we should be there for one another. So that's kind of where RockMental formed and was birthed and how we're getting it. And we're hoping that everyone out there, whether you're listening, whether you're watching, whether you're joining us live or you're listening to us later, are hopefully empowered by this.
Hopefully.
Give you that confidence that someone's always willing to listen and to make it okay for you. Not that you need my permission, but just to kind of say, like, look, you're feeling what you're feeling. Feel it.
Okay.
Because I guarantee you there's not a song
Yeah.
that's written that's talking exactly about
There's a song for that.
you.
Before we move on, Sammy boy, es fácil decir, wait, I have to Get a little closer.
Yeah.
Es fácil decir no te sientas así. So pretty much, it's always easy to say, just don't feel that way. Stop
Yeah.
being sad.
Yeah.
Stop being mad. Stop being that. Pero la realidad es que se necesita siempre alguien, un amigo, un padre, un hermano. Es la verdadera ayuda. De hecho, estoy pasando algo terrible. Pero wow. Sammy, if you're going through sometimes, we're here for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro.
Yes, you need a brother, you need a father, sometimes you need friends, sometimes you need someone to listen.
Yeah.
We're here to listen.
We're
That's
trying to
right.
create a community here where
Yes.
everybody's able to just communicate about their feelings openly.
Yeah.
We have some really great plans in the works, specifically with Mosh Pit Mentality.
Absolutely.
We're hoping over the next few months we can develop this into a real community where
Mm.
not just us talking at you guys, but you all actually getting in the mosh pit with each other and talking.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we have each other.
Mm.
And that can be just enough for
Yeah.
that person to keep going. Right. And every single one of us are brothers and sisters. We're all in this thing together. And we kind of want to, and I think that's the purpose of what RockMental is sharing kind of what we experienced, just talking about music and reconnecting and being
Mhm.
able to use that as a vehicle to talk about our feelings and bring it to you guys. Much love, Samuel.
Yes.
Yes.
We got you,
Love
bro.
you, boy.
Yeah. Oh, I was also going through pretty tough
That's
these
right.
past couple months. It's been
Figured,
pretty
too.
tough. I was at a good job or an all right job. And somebody, shout out Dan, he dropped a couple TVs on my leg
Oh,
and I've been out for the count. Like,
yeah.
you can ask anybody here. I haven't been able to do a whole lot. So using this time off from work, out from school, because I can't drive anywhere either. So
Yeah.
using that time to focus on RockMental has been like, it's like I'm able to finally put something, and seeing 1,000 subscribers on the list is like so fulfilling and relieving.
There
Being
you
like,
go.
I wasn't
Absolutely.
just sitting at home all day, guys. I wasn't just sitting at home all day doing nothing. I was like actually contributing, doing something awesome that I believe could actually go really far with especially with everybody.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. And just wrapping this up, we wouldn't be here without the support of our friends and family.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The Chaotix, the Mayhems, the Groompies.
Mhm.
We would definitely not be here if it wasn't for their encouragement and telling
Yeah,
us,
that is very correct.
this is a great idea. But just for giving us the time and space to explore
Mhm.
this and just to keep encouraging us. Like
Yeah.
there's times where we're like, okay, this is stupid. We really seriously can't consider this. And here we are with you
Mhm.
all. But we also wouldn't be here
Without
without
viewers like you.
Thank you.
That was Figure's idea, by the way.
Yeah. Wow, guys. Wow.
Yeah. We need like a nice graphic though.
The star. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like all you know.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, but thank you all for following us. And absolutely, if you think us three crazy guys would be beneficial for the people you love, absolutely send them this link. Again, we got resources
Share.
on rockmental.com. Yeah, that's what we're here for. you
Yeah,
know?
we agree, Samuel. 1,000 subs does need a party.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good. All right.
Yes,
It
sir.
does.
We're gonna party, darn
We're
it.
gonna party. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our next game. This is the segment where Figured likes to torture us.
Yes.
And
My favorite one.
yeah, tries to get us to
Fight.
All
fight
right.
a little bit.
I'm gonna read the rules. This
Okay.
is called cover game. I don't know anything clever to call it. I didn't have the time.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a song, and two of you guys are gonna choose a band that you think can cover it the best. And then the third person who doesn't say anything will just be like the judge. So like they'll kind of be like the mediator. They'll choose who they think
Okay.
would be a better, and then we'll also have the comments decide who they thought would be better too. So if you're watching online, please leave us a comment on who you thought won one of these. We appreciate your input. And then you guys have, when you pick your artist, you get like a minute to talk about. I'll cut you off when we're starting to get close.
Okay.
All right.
All
Let's do
right.
this.
Our first song. Let's do For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica. Who do you guys think would do an awesome cover of For Whom
Okay,
the
I
Bell
got one.
A
Tolls?
good cover of for
It could be any artist, right? Not
Yes,
like a
any
small
artist.
Okay, I got one.
All
I'm gonna
right.
sit this one. I'll let you.
oh my
Groupie
god.
and Chaotic.
I will decide who's the better.
Bell tolls.
Yeah. You have one, Groupie?
You know what? Yeah. I
All
have
right. All right. So let's hear both of your guys' just to make sure there's no overlap. So,
Oh.
Chaotic, what's your band?
Gojira.
Gojira?
Ooh.
All right.
I mean-
all right.
Yeah, that's obvious.
All right.
I was trying to take a little bit of a different approach, maybe someone who's gonna change it up a bit, but still keep the nature of it.
All right.
Okay.
Who do you think?
Fighters.
Foo
Foo
Fighters.
Fighters.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, Chaotic. Actually, we'll go with Groompy first. Groompy, yeah, like a minute to talk about why you think the Foo Fighters, what they would add, how it would sound.
You know, it's gonna sound a little faster,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. And I was just thinking, I don't know who can bring that still the same energy, but just a little faster, just a little different enough that you know it's a cover.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Dave Grohl is still a great frontman. He can
Yeah.
still well. So I don't know. I think kind of like what's the song? Someone getting the best of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, kind of he gets into his feels. He yells.
Okay.
I just think they'd be able to still keep the the prime message, kind of the
Yeah,
original
yeah.
feeling, but with the changes enough, kind of make it Dave Grohl doing his thing and still
All
bringing.
right. All right.
Okay.
Let's hear Chaotic. Why do you think Gojira would make? Like, what do you think they would add, or how do you think it would sound?
Because they're Gojira.
Yeah.
That's it. It would be a passing of the torch,
Yeah.
if you will, because Gojira's already said Metallica is one of their biggest influences.
Oh, yeah.
And it would be like they even said at the Grammys when they won, they were like, beating Metallica in the best metal performance, that's just an honor in itself. And so
Yeah.
I think giving Gojira a chance to do For Him the Bell Tolls, they would make it harder if that's possible.
If it's possible.
I mean, I think I don't remember the bassist's name, but I think he can totally do the Cliff Bar, like you kill it. And they would just tear it apart, man. They would make it harder if that's possible,
All right.
right?
All right.
I think Gojira would just kill it.
Yeah. And Samuel Hernandez is on a different note. Ride the Lightning is really good.
Yes, Ride the Lightning.
All right, Mr. Judge. Who would you rather see cover For Whom the Bell Tolls? Would you rather see Gojira or Foo Fighters?
Okay, I have
Thoughts?
thoughts about cover songs.
Oh, jeez.
A cover song shouldn't be a remake of the song. It should be an interpretation of the song that changes the meaning of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think Foo Fighters.
Oh,
All right. All
I
right.
want to hear. I would love to hear.
I get your point, though. I get your.
Gojira. It would be awesome.
It would be.
It would be awesome.
It would be.
But it would be too
fast. It would be dark. It would be just an adrenaline dump.
Mhm.
But Foo Fighters would give it like an angle that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see covers.
Fine.
Okay, roll it.
Samuel Hernandez has a hot take. The Foo Fighters are great until Wasting Light.
Ooh. See, you're gonna make me go back and listen to all the records again.
Dang.
I like you, Sammy. I like you. I like these hot
All
takes.
right.
Yeah.
Are you
All
sure it's
right,
not
all
you
right.
under the table?
I know.
Ooh, Samuel Hernandez says Gojira or Foo Fighters Forever Long.
Oh, acoustic.
Oh,
Everlong acoustic.
I mean,
I mean, you can't.
So if we're gonna do Everlong acoustic, I'll take this.
who would you take? Everlong acoustic.
Yeah, I'll be the judge. Since Foo
Ooh.
Fighters is your
Let
band.
me see.
Everlong acoustic. who can take Everlong acoustic? Oh, I got it. I have it.
All right.
State
Give
your
me a minute.
case, gentlemen.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
All right. Yeah, Samuel, who did you think would do it better for Whom the Bell Tolls? Foo Fighters or Gojira?
Everlong acoustic. I know who.
All right. What's your band, Groupie?
Go for it.
Dashboard Confessionals.
Ooh.
You know what? That would actually be kind of
That
hard.
Sad.
Hey, he'd slow it down.
He'd slow it down.
He'd slow it down.
It'd get
He strip
really
it down a little bit
really
more.
sad.
I mean,
Okay.
the acoustic version that's out
It's
there is a
already
little bit stripped down.
Yeah.
But and then I do not know the lead singer's voice name for Dashboard Confessionals, but that he has a nice tone, a sweet voice. You know, he'll just slow it down just right. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
Yeah.
He's got an upper register too.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
So
does.
can go-
He's got some
he can go.
insane
Right at
He's got
the end, he
range.
can come in and
Oh.
And he's got range because he can like whisper, and then he
Oh.
can like belt it
Mhm.
out too.
Samuel says he thinks Gojira would do a better
Thank you,
for Whom
Sammy.
the Bell Tolls.
Damn.
All right, we already talked about this band, but Sleep Token.
Ooh. That'd actually be kind of cool too.
that would be a very good cover.
'Cause
I love Sleep
I
Token.
love Sleep Token too, and the dimension that they would give to the song.
Mhm.
It is. I think it would make it more of like a desperate
Yeah.
tone to it
Ooh,
because
that's
it is.
Mm,
It is a love
that
song.
is good.
It is a love song, but it changes it to like a desperation song.
God, I can't even say like
Unrequited love.
unrequited love in a way. It's like a love song, but he'll change it into like love.
Dang.
Yes, you see, that's ooh.
That's tough.
I was-
Okay.
That's good.
I was actually thinking female artist, but Sleep Token.
Okay.
That would
That's.
that would
I
be
mean, he did it with Hey Yeah.
that would be a dagger
Yeah.
right here.
Okay.
on me.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
Judge. All right,
All
Judge.
To Dashboard Confessionals, I could totally see them start off, like you said, slow it down, stripped off, and just like barely whispering. Hello, waited here for you, and then just bust out into like, you know, they bring in the chorus, and he's like shouting it almost in your brain, like just that, the range the dynamic Dashboard has. I'm gonna need the Sleep
Yeah.
Token for one line of the song only. Breathe out so I can breathe you in.
Oh.
I got a dagger already.
That line alone.
That's good.
From
Sleep
Sleep
Token.
Token
Please.
would that would just oof, okay. Just that line alone.
Yep.
So
I get
what
the
was it?
token.
Sleep Token versus
Dashboard.
Dashboard Confessionals.
Dashboard Confessionals.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I got you.
That was
I got goosebumps, man.
Sir? That was a good one. That was
Well
a good
played,
one.
sir.
Well
Good
taken. That was a
Well
good one.
played. All right, next.
Next song.
All right, the next song is Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana.
Ooh,
We've
they already did a great
also-
version
Dead Sarah
of
did
this.
that, yeah.
Dead, you
Ooh.
can't choose Dead Sarah because they already did a cover. If
All
they've
right,
already
I've
done a
gone to
cover,
that the past 2 times. I'll let you guys take this one.
yeah, if they've already done a
Ooh.
cover, we shouldn't include them because that's kind of unfair. But yeah, who do you guys got for a Heart Shaped Box cover?
I'm cheating and looking at the band stickers down here.
Same. Same.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, Samuel says we should do Love Song by The Cure too.
Ooh.
All right,
I got
but let's
someone for that
let's
one. I
focus
got
on
someone
Heart
for
Shaped
that
Box.
I got someone for that one.
Oof.
Heart Shaped Box. Other than Dead Sarah, I don't know who else can do Heart Shaped Box.
It's a really hard
It's
song.
a very hard-
hard song.
Just lyrically and musically, it's a hard song to play.
Should we just say no contest?
I don't
if
know.
you're watching right now, go check out Heart Shaped Box by Dead Sarah. Emily Armstrong kills it.
Oh,
Yeah.
she
amazing.
turns it from a very angry song, but her voice is almost like disgust.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're looking at the same sticker.
Maybe.
All right, who do you got?
Just in terms of the range in which that song is from.
Mm.
You know, you have the clean guitar with the vocals, and then go, hey,
Yeah.
like the rage. I might go with Tool.
Whoa.
Deuce.
Was that gonna be your take,
Oh,
man?
no, it wasn't, but it was a very, very good
I'll go
one.
with Tool.
Tool Maynard
Ooh,
would kill
with
it. man.
Maynard, damn.
Imagine
Yeah.
Maynard.
Oh, with that growl he's got.
Brr.
Ooh.
Of course, the time signature's got to be like
Oh,
12
yeah,
16th.
5/16.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to do the calculus on it.
Well, the drummer's gonna be 5/16th, but the bassist is gonna be like in 7/8.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna get weird here.
Yeah, the drummer's gonna be like in triple time.
Yeah.
I was gonna get super weird here. Radiohead.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
We're gonna take it.
Which Radiohead? Which era?
I would say first half of the career there. It would just make it a painful song because
Mm.
Tom York
Ooh.
he's just got something with his voice
Yeah.
that's like
All right,
like
so for
painful.
Everlong, we're 50 and 50 on Sleep Token and Dashboard Confessionals.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Judith. Okay, let's see. Love Song by The Cure. They already covered by 311 and they did terrible
Terrible
job. All right. So who's gonna take
Okay, so
311?
So Tool versus Radiohead.
Who do you
Heart-shaped
think would do
box.
better on Heart Shaped Box?
oh my god.
That's actually an insane. Those are two insane bands for that song.
Mhm.
I thought I was a
I-
genius until you said Radiohead.
And I'm
Samuel-
gonna go for the same reason that you lost your other one. Tool would make a great cover of Heart Shaped Box.
Yeah.
They would make a great cover. But Radiohead will just give it that little
Changing up
change.
just enough.
That they'll just give it that little extra that I just think Radiohead. I
Yeah.
have to go with
I
Radiohead.
think Samuel said Maynard is such a great
Good
singer.
singer.
Do you
Maynard,
agree?
Maynard is.
Oh.
Do
Maynard
you
is.
agree with
But-
Chaotic here?
Okay.
I
Yes.
personally think Tool would be better, but since I brought Radiohead,
Well, but you brought. But I could totally see Radiohead
Yes, you
like
can.
go hard in distortion, changing, but then
Slow
they're going
it way
"Hey,
down.
way. But the going. I could see that. Oh,
Yeah.
in terms of
that-
transformation.
Yo, Tool and Radiohead, prove us wrong. Something. Just give us
Yeah.
something.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
all right,
I'd have to go
let's see.
with Mayhem then.
Oh, okay.
All
Radiohead.
right, we're gonna do Love Song by The Cure.
Oh. All right. The next song is Cemetery Gates by Pantera.
Oh, this one hurts, dude. You can't.
Oh,
Oh, this one hurts.
so we have to pick.
We have to pick.
Yes, I need a different.
It's
different
perfection.
I'm gonna bow out because
Oh, it's perfection already, dude.
not the biggest metalhead. I know the song,
Yeah.
Oh.
but not the biggest metalhead to know who would cover
Can I
it
pick
better.
Coach Hit again?
Hey, we said you couldn't repeat
Oh,
any
okay.
bands.
Oh, dude, you're messing us up.
This is.
I'm gonna have
this is
nightmares
tough.
about this.
It's just a band that's got to give an interesting enough a take or like a cover that you'll listen to it multiple times.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, by the way, Samuel, The Passenger by Deftones is
Oh.
insane. Maynard goes so hard on that.
So
song.
hard.
Yes.
That song makes you feel everything.
Yeah.
So- okay, we could do The Passenger next.
Yeah.
but This one is hard.
Cemetery
Love
Gates.
song. I have
Is
one
it
for love
is
song.
it too perfect for any covers?
You guys rather
It
bow
would
out?
be. So how would you change that song? Though?
Exactly.
Like,
It's got
how could-
everything.
How could you? Like, unless you just get just some like folk singer to just put like a, just a
completely
No.
break.
completely different.
Like the
thing.
intro would be so different, and then you start recognizing the lyrics. Like,
Red
whoa.
Run. Red Run.
That is.
Do you guys
rough.
bow out of this one?
All right,
I'm not.
gonna.
Willie Nelson coming.
I don't think I can, in good conscience, suggest that Cemetery Gates could be covered.
Alright.
It's too perfect of a
It's too
song.
perfect.
I was gonna say a band, and people are going to hate it, but I think it would
Let's
be
hear it.
actually really good. War Paint. You guys know who?
I haven't listened to Warpaint.
No.
No.
All female band.
Ooh.
They sing pretty about not pretty things.
Real
You want to play a song by them? Real
Sure.
quick.
The only one I could think of is Lamb of God.
Oh yeah, Lamb of God is
And they will tear
Yeah.
it up.
tear it up.
All right. So, while we're playing this, the next song we're gonna go over is "People of the Sun" by Rage
Yeah,
Against the
play
Machine.
Disco by Warpaint. You'll get an idea of what I mean.
All right. While I'm
But
playing this
what's
song,
the next song?
It's "People of the Sun" by Rage Against the Machine. So while we're playing this, think of another band.
Okay.
But you got to get on this one.
Which one's that one?
It would be weird. Like I said, it would be weird.
That would be weird.
What's the
I
rock
listened to
mental
it.
equivalent of throwing a flag on the play?
Hey, I said I like it weird. All right.
Wait, what was the last song?
Okay. What's the next song?
Or the
The
next
next song is
I think I'm
"People
getting.
of the Sun" by Rage Against the
song?
Machine.
People of the Sun?
Yes.
I think I'm in the penalty box for this one.
Yeah.
Can
yeah,
you
we
play
had
it
to
for
we
me?
had to put them up. What was that?
Can you play it for me?
Yeah.
You didn't even get to the good part of the song,
You didn't
My-
even get to the
my
weird
Uh,
bad.
part.
Commercial, but you guys go ahead.
All right. Let's hear it.
Yes, you have someone?
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and go with mine. I'll let you think.
Okay.
I was gonna say Idols.
Oh,
that would be
good one.
sick.
Idols will go hard on that
Ooh.
song.
Joe Talbot barking at people.
Yeah.
The dude in the dress, like
people of the sun.
Because he's got that same bark. Like,
Yeah.
he's
got that
like,
bark,
yeah.
and then you got
Ooh.
the dress guy in the
Yeah.
mosh pit walking on people.
And then the bassist with
and
this
the
one move.
basses. Oh yeah, the bassist with the same move he does.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Like both guitars just like crowd surfing.
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
anyways,
would be
you guys-
crazy.
I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary.
All right. What do you
I
got?
wasn't
Kev?
going off of Zach. I was going off the bass.
All
And
right.
who would tear it up on that bass group? Just gonna throw a Hail Mary. Say Die Spits.
Ooh. Actually, yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Bro.
Got that
Dude.
bass pedal. Got that bass effects.
And with how heavy and
Yeah.
and just rich their sound is. Oh,
That would be crazy. Their
That
artist would
good.
like. She has an insane bark as well.
Oh
And
yeah, she does.
all
Please
three
go
of them
check
will
out Die Spit. Send them
tear
to your
it
friends. Die Spit's rocks.
They would tear it up.
They would. They would.
I was going with powerful voice,
Mm-hmm.
and it's probably weird. It's probably gonna get a lot of hate. I'm gonna say Alabama Shakes because I want Brittany Howard.
All right. All right.
See, he's trying to appeal to my inclination to weird
No,
music.
but
Yeah.
you went off the baseline. I went
Yeah.
off like who is powerful and will yell in my face, and I'll be like, yes, please. More. Brittany
Brittany
Howard.
Howard, yeah.
Brittany Howard.
Okay.
Okay, so are we doing like solo Brittany Howard or like Alabama Shakes Brittany Howard?
I was going Alabama Shakes because I thought we were going band. Cause,
Okay, we could do band.
Madman over here says that Deftones would do a killer cover of People.
Oh,
of the
yeah,
Oh
Sun.
yeah.
they
Well,
would.
Def-
yeah.
All
Deftones
right.
does go really good.
We're gonna do one last song because we are actually overtime on this.
Okay.
No,
Alright,
yeah,
topic.
we are.
Our last song will be "Rosemary" by Deftones.
Ooh.
Who
That
do
is
you
a
think
sad
can match?
song.
You're gonna play a little segment of
Yeah,
it?
let's do a little segment of it.
Because that is, dude.
Cool, like
Let's
You wanna
hear
join in the fun
Groompy's
on this one?
band.
All right.
I might join in.
Oh, we got a three-way argument going here. Let's hear
Hear me out.
Groompy's band first.
Hear me out. Strip it down. Strip it down. Get ginger root.
Oh,
Okay, you're
dang.
appealing
We're
to
going
my
really weird.
That's
Bro,
Ginger
have you
Root's
have
great.
you
Ginger Root's great.
go to his YouTube?
That would be interesting.
He breaks down a lot of these songs. He's done Toxicity, Toxic by Britney Spears.
Yeah.
He's done some Lady
Yeah.
Gaga. He's done. Oh my
He's
god,
gonna be in like a jar full of pennies or something.
dude. He
He's incredible. No,
He's a good artist. Yeah.
and
great
he is actually has a great voice.
he does.
That's
I
awesome.
think. So good.
All right, let's hear Chaotix. Yes, we know Deftones are the best.
Deftones are the best. I don't know if you can. I wouldn't go weird with that song though. Like,
What
there's-
was the band that you said you had?
My band,
Yeah.
just because I'm biased and I really like them, Lockjaw.
I could see that.
I
I
could
can
see
see
that
it. The
too.
driving, you got the
Mm.
the heaviness,
Time.
It's just such a
and
good
Duke can scream.
All right, you ready?
Let's hear it.
My Bloody Valentine.
Oh,
Let's
know
make
what?
it a true shoegaze song.
That would be
Oh.
good.
turn into okay.
I was gonna go the knife, but too weird.
Yeah.
a little weird.
A
Yeah.
little too
And he
weird.
already said ginger root.
Bullet
so-
for my
But-
Valentine.
Bullet for my Valentine.
Right.
That's
Bullet for
pretty
my
good,
Valentine.
actually. I like
But
that.
For
no,
this
it's
song
My
specifically,
Bloody
it'd be
Valentine.
awesome.
My Bloody
I-
Valentine.
The
Two
my-
separate bands.
The shoegazy band.
Oh,
Two separate
I was
bands.
also thinking Turnstile, but they're very aggressive. So
yeah, they would. I think they would lose.
They
like,
would. I think
the-
they would lose kind of the moody.
Yeah.
Oh no, can't change my answer.
who do you have? Who do you
What
have?
do you have?
Chevelle.
Oh.
That'd be too similar.
I
It would
think
be pretty similar.
Chevelle would try to play it through like
True to it. Yeah.
True
Yeah.
to it.
People discount Chevelle. Chevelle was a very good band.
I
like Chevelle.
I like Chevelle.
Ahead of their time, a lot like Creed.
Yeah,
I think
ahead of their time.
we'll talk about them later.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. Thanks for watching the.
Yeah.
I don't know who
game.
won.
You guys,
We
you
were
all get
not
to
keeping score on
decide,
that
though.
one.
I think we all won and we all lost.
Yeah.
What if we put out a poll to decide who gets the tattoo?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We'll put
We all
that.
get to decide.
Follow our Instagrams and stuff at RockMental Official.
Yep.
We'll put up a poll soon on who should get the tattoo.
All right.
All
Check out Warpaint; they're pretty good.
right. You guys want to talk about playlists?
Yeah. So, as I stated before, this is a very hard job. And we listen to a lot of music throughout the week.
Mhm.
We talk about these bands all week long.
Yep.
And you can ask figured, I torture myself with the bands that I want to pick. I had like 4 bands, but some gotta go down to technicalities, gotta go by the rules. But what we did is put together a playlist for every day of the week. So like that we can put the bands that we like, that we listen to, that didn't make it to our feature, but we still want to give them some love. We got one playlist for every week. We got Morrissey Mondays. This is our grungy, grimy, kind of not happy music because everybody hates Mondays and everybody hates Morrissey.
Very
So
true.
this is our not happy music. This is where we feature bands that come out of grunge, just really moody stuff that we really like. Next, we got our homage to emo, dark wave, kind of more shoegazy stuff, Taking Back Tuesday. This is where we reflect on how much we hate Morrissey and just how shitty Tuesdays are as our Mondays. It's like the second Monday of the week. And it just kind of gets us in our feels and our mood.
Yep.
For Riot Girl Wednesday. And this is all female or all female led bands that just have that energy that we want to kick our own asses as men. And just great music.
Mhm.
We have Taking Out the Thrash Thursday. It's Thrash Day over here
Yeah.
on Thursdays. Anything that gets above 100 beats per minute, anything with a lot of screaming, a lot of emotion, this is where we feature them.
Music that will scare your mother.
Yes, exactly. All to get us ready for Feel Good Friday. And this is the feel good music that gets us ready for the weekend, for that
Mhm.
show, makes us feel good, getting ready to go. So who wants to go first? I'll go first anyway.
Okay.
So for Morrissey Monday, I got the Toxin. Hold on, I got my notes over here. Let me open the old internet machine.
Okay.
It's not working for me right now.
Oh.
Here we go. The Toxin, only 427 monthly listeners.
Dang.
They're from Switzerland. They got this awesome, energetic, garage, grungy rock thing. They covered Miss Alyssa by Eagles of the Death Metal. You need to check that out.
I love that
Very,
song. I
very
love
good
that
band.
song.
Dude, their latest EP, Zoe 2, just came out. Check them out. Check out that cover. Very good. Also for Morrissey Monday, I got Sludge Mother.
Sludge Mother.
The slimiest, sludgiest, grungiest rock I've heard in quite a while. 11,500 monthly listeners. Check them out.
Okay.
For Taking Back Tuesday, I got Chloe. Instead of an L, there's 3 1s. You guys know I like industrial, right?
Yes.
I love industrial music.
Yeah.
I love electronic music. This got like this awesome industrial aura to it. 4.5 thousand monthly listeners. Check it out. I also got Idle Airs. Now, I got very close with Idle Airs. They only had one song on the old Spotify.
Okay.
Only about 2,000 monthly listeners are from the Kansas City area. This is like this nice, grungy, moody emo. Just really good. Not a lot of screamo, more emo. Really great. For Raw Girl Wednesday, I went down a
Yeah.
Raw Girl rabbit hole. So the first one is Cross Dog. Only 626 monthly listeners. They're from Ontario. This is like an awesome fuck you in your face hardcore punk, just ferocious. Lead singer Tracy has this very provocative feminist message. One of the songs is titled Jane Roe. And guess what it's about? Anyway, next, Shiv and the Carvers, 7,500 monthly listeners. They're Canadian. It's also some great punk. They got some shows coming up in Toronto. Eva Kiss. Holy shit. That girl's voice, plus this like raw, grungy band in the background. You got this strong female voice that I love with this grimy grunge in the background. Just a vibe I love. They're from the UK. Like I said, 2,000 monthly listeners. I found two bands called Two Headed Girls. I couldn't decide which one to listen to, so I listened to both, and I love both of them.
There's two bands named Two Headed Girls?
Yes, one's from San Diego. About 600 monthly listeners. They describe it as power pop punk. So good. You guys have to check it out. This other band, Two Headed Girls from Connecticut. So they call themselves
On
Twin
opposite
Core.
sides.
Yes.
They call themselves
Twin Puerto Rican sisters, both queer. Awesome. It's like lo-fi, emo, nerdy punk. You have to listen. It's really great.
Lo-fi,
I'm interested.
emo, nerdy punk.
Yes, you gotta listen to it.
I think that was how they described me in high school. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. All right. So as a fan of a certain football team, this one hit kind of close. I had to check them out. The Callis Dow Boys. The Callis Dow Boys. 48,000 monthly listeners, a little higher than I usually go. They got this emo screamo core thing going.
Boys.
Oh,
Really good.
yeah. Okay.
Really good.
It's not spelled like just the swap the D and the C.
No,
by the way.
no.
The Callis-
It's pretty cool. But they're supporting Silverstein on the European leg of the tour.
Oh.
Okay.
Really good.
Well, fans of this team do want to scream a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's kind of where I was like, okay, let's see what this sounds like. They're like, sounds about
That
right.
sounds about right. Yeah.
Deathless Legacy. Shock goth metal. They remind me a lot of a modern Meatloaf, believe it or not, with like all
Modern?
the
What?
theatrics,
Okay.
a lot of just
I love
imagery,
Meatloaf.
but heavy.
I thought
And-
meatloaf was a food.
Really good.
Meatloaf is
Do
a
not speak ill of Mr. Loaf.
food.
Please.
I call him Mr. Meat.
I will do anything for love,
I will do anything,
but I
love,
won't do that.
but I won't do that. But no, awesome. Just very theatric and just awesome. I really like them.
Didn't Mom and Dad have a Meatloaf record?
They did. They did, and they lost it. But I love Meatloaf, and I thought this band was just really great. This next band, Dawn of Ouroboros, I think is how you pronounce it. About 5,500 monthly listeners.
Okay.
Some of the most gorgeous goth and death metal I've ever heard. The lyrically inspired by nature. Tony the guitarist is a microbiologist.
Oh, there you go.
And the lead singer, Chelsea, improvises a lot of her vocals in studio while they're recording.
Wow.
So the emotion is incredible. Like when she gets to screaming, guys,
Yeah.
it
Wow.
hits.
I do got to say, I don't
It
think
hits.
I've ever heard death metal be described as gorgeous.
It is
Or
gorgeous.
nature.
It
Or
is
nature.
gorgeous.
Nature.
We got Pit Pony.
Crowded.
They are part of my field.
Okay.
Their song Cut Open has this beautiful retro feel. Only about 13,500 monthly listeners. Just this really beautiful song. I really, really liked it.
Okay.
Killer Kin. We asked not too long ago, where did the hair metal go? I found it.
Oh.
Holy shit, you guys. It's like they got like this Motley Crue kind of Van Halen. Imagine
I could dig that.
Van Halen, but good.
Van Halen, but good.
And
Tell me more.
dude, the lead singer, like shirtless, awesome. Guitarist, bikini clad,
Okay.
just fun. Hair metal music. It's just awesome. You gotta check them out.
Yeah, dancing on top of cars and stuff.
Dancing on Top of Cars is great. Icy Orange, another UK band, only about 1.3 monthly listeners. Great kind of pop college rock. Mental Rock was a breath of fresh air for me. Just really great. You have to check that out. And a Mexican band, Lorelei Meets the Obsolete, about 15,000 monthly listeners. It's just got this cool ethereal aural sound. You guys know, remember that song Lorne, or Acid Rain by the band Lorne? Like that really aural kind of industrial, really great. So their song The Sounds of Me, or The Sound of All Things, reminds me of that song Acid Rain.
Yep.
And I also added a one of our friends, 50 Sharp Blades, to our Rye Girl Wednesday.
There you go.
They had the privilege of
Boffy.
joining us last week, and they joined us this week as well. They got their new single Beneath the Ashes of Betrayal up on Spotify.
That's right.
Currently have 2 monthly listeners.
You're
I'm one of them, and
I'm probably the other one.
you're probably the other one. Really great stuff. You guys got to check them out. I wish we had more stuff on Spotify. We can include you all in one of our features, but
Shall see.
yeah, got to stick by the rules, guys. That's what I got.
Man.
It's been a very productive week for me.
I
Like I
was-
said,
I was gonna
I
say.
can tell.
yeah.
Well,
All right.
you,
Before we move on, Samuel says screwdrivers miss got hit.
Screwdrivers. Okay, you know I'm writing notes, right?
oh.
I lost
All
my
right.
notes from last week.
All
You can blame my ADD on.
right, you wanna
I'll
go
go
next?
next.
You'll go
I'll
next.
go
Okay.
next. All right. So for Morrissey Monday, ran into this girl on Instagram. Her name is Nicole Alexis. She describes her music as a pop grunge.
Pop grunge. Okay.
Ooh,
Pop
okay.
grunge. I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
So I put her on Morrissey Monday. I didn't get how many listeners she has, but it was within, she's still going up there. She out of Nashville, I believe.
Mm.
But very, very good stuff. She you do feel the little bit of grunge undertones on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So Taking Back Tuesday, I have a band called Wake Lee.
Okay.
Wake Lee.
Man, straight if they were coming out of 2009, 2010. Very
Oh,
shoegazy,
Okay.
very emo, very like Reliant K, very.
Reliant K. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that name in a long time.
Reliant K is,
It's very good.
Yeah.
you know, they were. What's the opposite of controversial, but still controversial? Weren't they like a Christian band that like became not Christian band after a while?
There's a few of those.
There was a few
of those, yeah.
those. Big Creed.
Also in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Then for my Riot Gold Wednesday, I picked a band. You were talking about twins.
Mhm.
Fionn. They're twin sisters.
You son of a. I have them on my queue.
You have.
Oh, beyond.
Oh my god. I heard we were speaking about covers. The way I was introduced to them, they have a cover of Toxicity by
Really?
System of a Down.
That's interesting.
They describe themselves as pop folk. Yes, it's like,
With toxicity.
and they redid Toxicity. I mean, maybe goes to my weirdness, a
Okay.
little bit to Mayhem weirdness, but and their voice are so gentle, so soft. For those soft moments in the song, beautiful.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's beautiful. Check them out. Fionn, twin sisters. They both sing. One's a guitarist, one's the bassist.
Okay.
Great. Thrash Thursday.
Ooh.
I went. The name of the band is Senium.
Showed me that. They're very good.
Good. Very
They-
good.
Very good. The best way I can describe them is Nirvana in utero. Just angry,
Yeah. Intense.
intense grunge.
Yeah.
Just in your face. a lot of hate
Almost
coming out,
painful, yes.
almost painful. Like
Yeah.
a lot of not hate, a lot of anger.
Mhm.
You can tell is coming out.
Mm.
Like it's their way of maybe like letting their anger out.
Yeah.
But dear God, is it good music? It
Mhm.
is very good music. Want to put him on the list before anybody else steals him and maybe get them featured. They had about 1,000 listeners.
That's it.
Yes, 1,000 listeners. Very good band.
Wow.
Then for my Feel Good Friday, man, I featured them. They changed my week. Wanna
Yeah.
know why?
They were-
You know, they're good. They were
very good. I like the vibe. I gotta
I
say,
like the
I'm a
vibe.
huge
Mm.
Beck fan. I like the whimsy.
good. Yeah.
R&D's, love the whimsy. These guys did
They're
that. Yeah.
they just changed my week. It was a good way to end my week.
Mhm.
Wanna know
good.
why?
There you go.
All right. Samuel. Oh, it was an album by Screwdriver. Mescot Head.
Oh,
It was
okay.
an album
Alright.
by Screwdriver.
Okay, we'll check it out.
And then 50 Sharp Blitz says their new album is coming out March 4th. We listened to them on our last stream. They were pretty good.
Very
Yes,
good.
very
Very
good. Very impressed.
There you go. All
All
right.
Let's move on to Chaotic.
I'm gonna close it out. I went analog with my notes here.
Just because I can't read my own handwriting.
Well, I'm having trouble reading my own
Same
handwriting
here.
right now. Okay, don't use a Sharpie next time, Chaotic. Okay, so Monday, band called Sector 5. I chose a song called Bittersweet, and it's exactly how it sounds. It's actually like a kind of an upbeat song. When we listen to the lyrics, it's actually kind of
I love
sad.
those.
You know,
I love
like
those.
it kind of tricks you. I think I showed you the other day. It's kind of emo-ish, kind of, you know,
I know
just
what you're
shoegaze, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They only got 6,000 followers. Really good band. They're out of Berlin. I don't know why. I guess they stuck in Europe this
Ooh,
week. So,
okay.
cool. So Tuesday, a band called Easy Shapes. There's a song called In the Water. A really good song. I think they equated themselves to the Brand New.
Ah,
Pretty good. They're a German band. They only have 661 followers, and I'm
Ooh.
661st right here.
Mhm.
So really good band. Really good song In the Water. It was a surprise for my week. Wednesday I picked City of the Week, WEAK. They had 9,000 followers. They actually have some of the music featured on TV. I think NBC and some sports
Ooh,
okay.
feature the
That's
music.
pretty
It's
cool.
probably one of those like songs you're kind of like, I recognize it, but I don't know from where.
Okay.
Really good. The singer's amazing. She actually I Showed Figured and Mad Men. They actually covered War Pigs.
Ooh.
Which is-
you showed
I
me
showed you
this.
this, right?
That's right.
Oh,
They actually okay, War Pigs is probably one of the most covered songs in rock. It's been done very well, and it's been done very horribly.
Yes.
They do a decent job. They do
Okay.
they have she gives it her own. She doesn't try to overcomplicate it.
Mhm.
Very very good rendition. But the song I added is actually called STFAFM. It says "Stay the fun away from me."
Oh, okay.
that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good song. Very angsty. She drives her point across. Like,
Cool. Just
I don't owe you anything.
don't fuck with me.
Stay the
Yes.
fuck away.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Thrash Thursday is a French band called the Ghost IC, 3.5K listeners. The song's called Resilience. Very good. A very good metalcore band. And I don't know, they just landed in my playlist. Really good. Really good metalcore vibes.
Mm.
And my Friday band, they're called Raging Hormones. I
Ooh.
actually went completely on the other side of the world. They're out of Australia.
Ooh,
Cool.
This song's called Sunglasses. Very peppy song, very encouraging. Like, I'm gonna take this city. We're gonna take this city on, and it's gonna be awesome. Really cool. 3.9K listeners. Really good band. So I do say Mayhem had very much
Very extensive
research.
had a lot of
Extensive
time.
research.
I definitely
A
got
lot of
to-
time.
Yeah.
Mm.
A lot of time. Well, you can find these playlists by logging on to rockmental.com/music. And why don't you just go ahead and close out the old show?
Let's do it. If you've been here with us, I mean, I think we've gone on 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at
Thank you for sticking with
2:25.
us.
Mhm.
If you're listening on a Spotify or Apple Podcast or Amazon, thank you for listening through and listening to us three weird dudes talk about music and our mental health. But yeah, I think we're good. Thank you for joining. I thank you to our recent subscribers as well.
Yep.
Please subscribe if you're watching. You haven't subscribed yet, click the button. Encourage your folks to do that. We also got some merch, guys.
Oh yeah. You might want to check out the old merch page.
You want merch page?
rockmental.com/merch or
Slash shop.
slash shop.
shop.
All right.
Yeah, I broke the website when I tried doing that. So rockmental.com, you can see our merch there. We got 3 ways. We got our official merch shop. We have our partnership with Sonder Mountain. This lovely hoodies from Sonder Mountain.
And the hats.
And the hats too, as well. And also on Amazon, for those of you who have your Amazon Prime account, you just look up RockMental and you can get some shirts and hoodies and a nice little tumbler. And so yeah, wear it out. It's hopefully you can take pride in saying that you're ready to rock with us and you're also open to feeling your feels. So get some merch. And we'll keep on going.
Yeah, absolutely. And mental health resources are available at rockmental.com/help. Don't forget 988. Let's help our brothers and sisters that have been impacted by sexual abuse or sexual assault. Help our friends at helping survivors.
That's right.
Just help people. Let's hold these people accountable. And what's going on with our next episode?
All right, next episode, guys. Don't worry. Our extensive research continues. Maybe, hopefully, not as extensive for you. Get some more sleep.
Yeah, I will definitely try.
We'll have new bands to feature for you guys, and we'll have fun new games and fun new topics. That way, you guys can join.
Yeah, check out all of these bands that we feature on our playlist. Check out 50 Sharp Blades. They got a new album coming out March 4th.
That's right.
And got a lot of good stuff coming up next week. And in the comments, let us know if you want us to talk about something, want us to see something.
Yes, please let us know.
Bye, Samuel. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for the recommendations too.
Yeah, that much. Got some really good recs.
Samuel,
thank you for the hot takes.
Yeah, Samuel, thank you. You owe me an email, I believe. Please send me an email.
Yeah, check us out, rockmental.com. All the way at the bottom is the get in contact page, right?
Yep. Contact us. Go there. Send us an email with someone, and we'll hook you up.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
guys.
Till next episode, make sure to follow us on at RockMental Official on everything except for Twitter and rockmental.com so you can see our older episodes. Today's the last day for the last Twitch episode, but you can check it out on YouTube if you want.
Okay.
And yeah. And then hashtag Moshpit Mentality, everybody.
All
Thanks
right.
for watching.
Peace out,
Everyone rock out. We'll see you next week.
Peace.